You are listening to Yankton Baseball on KYNT, Yankton's home team for all the action on the diamond.
The payoff pitch. And gets him! Looking on the outside corner.
2-0, swung on and belted to right field by Feezer. This one is high, back, and gone.
Rounding third. There will be a play at the plate. The slide. He's safe at home.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by
Hy-Vee, Larry's Heating and Cooling, Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance, Ben's Brew Station, 1919 Root Beer, Fairfield Inn and Suites and the Holiday Inn Express in Yankton, Triple Time Rudy's, Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance, South Dakota Office of the Attorney General, Vision Real Estate, Missouri River Associates, First Chiropractic Centers, First Dakota National Bank, the UPS Store, Conklin Distributing, SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab, Avera, Mayor Signs, Vision Care Associates, Truxedo, MT and RC Smith Insurance, Olson's Pest Technicians, Parker Hannafin, Midwest Insurance Agency.
Now we go live to the action with SDBA and NSMA Sportscaster of the Year award winner, KYNT Sports Director Bryce Ladwig.
And good afternoon from the Birdcage in Sioux Falls and the South Dakota High School Baseball Association Class A state tournament. The quarterfinal round is in front of us as Harrisburg, the number 1 team, is leading the 8th seed Watertown, currently 6-2, and we are in the 6th inning. That lead actually just got a little bit bigger for Harrisburg as they are cruising into the semifinal round, which will take place tomorrow. But we have Yankton Bucks baseball in front of us today. Yankton back-to-back years making the Class A state tournament. And Brayden, I'm feeling pretty good about this year's team as I welcome in Brayden Butler.
Yeah, no, and you mentioned the game in front of us between Watertown and Harrisburg. Watertown was the lone low seed to win a super regional matchup. I think they were the 12 seed against the original 5th seed Pierre Governors, so an upset there. But Harrisburg showing why they've been the top team in Class A all season long right now, and it's actually a similar position that the Bucks were in last year. A low seed went on the road and beat Pierre in the super regionals, and then I even believe played Harrisburg in round 1. It was either them or Sioux Falls Lincoln, if I remember correctly, ended up falling there. But this is a team for the Bucks that another year older, another year wiser, and is really gelling down the stretch here. They enter as the 5 seed. They'll take on the 4th seeded Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers. 2 teams that split their regular season doubleheader, but that was a long time ago now, Bryce. These 2 teams have evolved and changed a lot since that matchup in early April.
Yeah, April 8th, a 4-1 loss versus Sioux Falls Jefferson, and they took the second game 1-0. We were talking to James Simbrick of the Yankton P&D, of course. We're kind of all looking back to early April and how the offense really hadn't got going until around that Brookings road trip where I was there for those games. And that's when the bats started getting hot for Yankton. They started figuring things out, but you could tell the frustration from Coach Drew Lawrence early in the season. He knew this team could produce runs at a high level. They just really weren't. But sometimes, Brayden, you just need some time. And that's what Yankton was able to do. And now they are offensively just as prominent as they are on the mound, which is a whole nother strength for this team.
Yeah, pitching and defense really shined out early on in the season, and as you mentioned, that Brookings road trip was the first doubleheader after the Jefferson matchup that we talked about, where Yankton only scored 2 runs over the 2 games. Ended up taking a 1-0 win over the Cavaliers in one of those, but they go on the road at Brookings that weekend. You mentioned it, the bats get going, and they've been a hot team ever since. We'll go over it more when we break down stats later on, but as a team, slugging at .425 with an OPS over 800. So it's a very good batting lineup from top to bottom.
Also want to mention this Yankton Bucks baseball team, the winningest team in high school history. Of course, that goes back to the 2002 season is when they sanctioned, it's not sanctioned, but they created the high school baseball season. And that was 19 wins in 2004. Of course, now Yankton 20 wins. That's Class A wins, of course, here in 2025. So congratulations to the Yankton Bucks, and why not continue making Yankton Bucks baseball history and see how far you can get in this tournament.
And you got a good matchup in round 1. Jefferson's not a team you want to overlook, but it's a team where this is, in theory, the most even matchup on the entire tournament bracket. The 4-5 matchup between the Cavaliers and the Bucks. It should be a lot of fun to watch these 2 teams go at it. And this is a 4-5 where I think if Harrisburg's looking at either of these teams tomorrow morning or early afternoon tomorrow, I think it's 12:30 first pitch, if depending on which team makes it against Harrisburg tomorrow, as they currently lead by 5. But as a 1 seed, you don't want to face the 4 or the 5 when it's Jefferson and Yankton this year.
This is the Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee, there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, we'll go over the rest of the bracket and get you ready for the Yankton Bucks here in the Class A state tournament. We're at the Birdcage in Sioux Falls.
You asked, and we listened. The Hy-Vee Market Grill is serving up a new menu full of everything you've been craving. Start your day right with our brioche French toast, plus a side of our favorite golden hash browns. Yes, that's right, they're back. Plus, add some bold flavor to your next meal with our Rise and Shine burger or a plate of wings. Whether you're looking for weekend brunch or an easy weeknight meal, stop by the Hy-Vee Market Grill to grab something tasty for the whole family.
I love 1919 root beer. It's the best over a big scoop of vanilla ice cream. My favorite is just ice cold 1919 poured over crunchy ice. It's so refreshing. It's the creamiest root beer ever.
1919 root beer is the perfect treat. Brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients. It's the creamiest, full-bodied, alcohol and caffeine-free draft root beer available. It's a taste tradition since, well, 1919.
The Boathouse is for everyone. Axe throwing, mini bowling, shuffleboard, beanbag, golf, pool, and darts. Plus awesome food and drinks with lots of cold craft beers and other beverages. Some say the Boathouse is the most fun you can have on land. Trivia on Tuesday nights. Music bingo on Wednesdays with live music on Friday night. This is downtown Yankton's fun gathering place for all ages. If you can't be on the boat or at a Bucks or Gazelles game, then it's the Boathouse.
When the summer heat is on, make sure your cooling system is up to the challenge. Kaiser Heating and Cooling has the right solution for your home or business, whether it's a high-efficiency air conditioner, geothermal system, or reliable heat pump unit. For over 77 years, we've been keeping Yankton cool with expert installation and service. Don't sweat this summer. Stay comfortable all season long with Kaiser Heating and Cooling, Yankton's most trusted heating and cooling professionals.
Oh, Sheboygan, I just can't get you off my mind.
Get ready to grill. Nothing sizzles with flavor like Sheboygan bratwurst. Slide into your local grocer for a pack of natural casing wieners. Swing into grilling season with Sheboygan sausage. Produced with pride right here at Simple Meats in Yankton. It's a home run.
The way it tastes is simply divine. I got Sheboygan on my mind. Sheboygan.
Look at all the pictures of the resort you'd stay in every year. All you need to do is pay reasonable maintenance fees once a year. With any contract that you're signing, read and understand everything. What happens if you cancel? Can you get out of this contract? If you feel pushed into signing the contract, you need to stop and take a step back. If you have questions, contact the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
FM 1021 and AM 1450 KYNT Yankton.
Looking for fuel or more? Stop by Triple Time Rudy's, your locally owned convenience store at 17th and Broadway. At Triple Time Rudy's, they're proud to support the community, offering fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers and backing local activities and events. Inside, you'll discover regional favorites like Dimmick Cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. Whether it's a quick snack, a tank of top-quality fuel, or a taste of local goodness, Triple Time Rudy's, fueling your day, fueling the community.
All right, welcome back into the Birdcage. Bryce Ladwig alongside Brayden Butler. Let's get into our standings review, brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. It's Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Looking at the bracket, Brayden, of course, we have Harrisburg, the number 1 seed, currently taking on number 8 Watertown. It looks like Harrisburg has this one pretty well in hand. Obviously, the game's not over yet. And then we'll have number 4 Sioux Falls Jefferson, technically, hosting number 5 Yankton here. And on the other side of the bracket, number 2 Sioux Falls Lincoln will be taking on number 7 Rapid City Stevens. And then the last game of the first day here will be number 3 O'Gorman taking on number 6 Brandon Valley. Just a really stacked. Obviously, that's what I really like about the best of 3 series to get into the state tournament for, well, I guess both high school and Legion seasons now, Brayden, is, anyone can win one game on any given day. Usually the best team will win, but sometimes you get a team in there that sneaks in there, right? But I like the best of 3 because it's almost a guarantee that the better team will make it here into the Birdcage.
And I think that showed with the fact that 7 of the top 8 teams that hosted Super Regionals are here at the state tournament. The only upset being Watertown, and to say they didn't earn it would be a lie, to say the least. They swept Pierre in their Super Regional matchup, so they definitely earned being here. They're down 5 right now, down to their last 2 outs to top-seeded Harrisburg, but this is a Harrisburg team that I think's only dropped 2 Class A games all season. This is another level for the Harrisburg Tigers where it's kind of been since 2 summers ago. They win the Legion tournament at the end of that summer. They cruised through a very good spring into summer season last year, I think doing very well at both state tournaments, and then now here, the top seed in the spring state tournament again.
We're in the broadcast booth, brought to you by Fairfield Inn and Suites and Holiday Inn Express in Yankton. Get great rates and flexible reservation changes by calling the Fairfield by Marriott or Holiday Inn Express Hotel Direct 605-653-2250. Fans of the game today are brought to you by Triple Time Rudy's. Whether you're traveling to a home or away game, be sure to fuel up at Triple Time Rudy's, located at 1606 Broadway Avenue. And I want to thank our broadcast partner, America's Best Realty. Tired of renting or apartment living? Ready to upgrade or own your own home? Call America's Best Realty at 260-1600 and unlock the American dream. And Edward Jones financial advisor Colby Kukta. To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Colby Kukta, your Edward Jones financial advisor, can review your game plan. Call 605-653-4860 today. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Harrisburg officially has moved on to the semifinal round. They defeat Watertown 7-2 here in the quarterfinals. Congratulations to Watertown on a very successful season in their own right, but their season will officially come to an end here at the Birdcage.
It's a Watertown team that doesn't usually play spring ball. I remember, if I remember correctly, North Dakota's high school season, they kind of added more regulations where you can't play Legion teams from out of state too much. So Watertown, who usually played Legion ball all year long, jumping into the Class A for the high school ranks this year, and it was a good showing for them. Obviously, you upset a higher seed in the Super Regionals, put up a good fight. A late 3-run 6th inning for Harrisburg really opened the doors in this one, but Watertown was right there with them most of the game.
All right, we'll go ahead and take a break. When we come back, let's get a little bit more into Yankton baseball stats and get us closer to our matchup here at the Class A baseball tournament at the Birdcage.
The mission of State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. Hi, I'm Roy Wilcox with State Farm Insurance. We have been helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. No matter where you are in life, we're here to help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. Give me a call or stop by anytime.
Call Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance today, 665-7140. Find more at roywilcox.com.
A local business owner came into the UPS store with a large shipment of products for his online store. While they packed everything securely, he asked if they could also handle the international shipping. The answer? Of course they can. For over 9 years, the UPS store in Yankton has been helping business owners with both their printing and shipping needs. Whether you're sending a package across town or across the globe, they've got you covered. So stop by the UPS store in Yankton and ask them about their shipping services or current print specials.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Get out, get active, and explore Yankton together. It's Yankton Medical Clinic's Where's the Y Guy Challenge with exciting news and weekly prizes. Yankton Medical Clinic is promoting preventative health with a community adventure that's all about wellness, fun, and local discovery. If you missed the first few weeks, there's still time to play along. For every week you post a selfie with the Y Guy at its current location, you could win $50 in Yankton Thrive Bucks. Follow Yankton Medical Clinic on Facebook for all contest clues and information. Happy hunting!
Isn't it great when things work how they should? Like the award-winning free checking from FNBO. No monthly fees, no minimums, and no overdraft fees, ever. Online, in the app, on the go, or down the street. You be you, and we'll make it easy to bank your way and manage your account. Here's to simple, flexible, and free. Here's to checking that works the way you want it to. Visit fnbo.com to learn more or stop on by. FNBO Free Checking. Member FDIC.
Are you on track to retire? I'm Adam Walter, a certified financial planner with Vantage Financial, born and raised in Yankton, South Dakota. My team and I pride ourselves on building trust through clear, honest advice tailored to your unique goals. From retirement planning to smart tax strategies, we'll create a personalized plan to help you feel confident and secure about your financial future. Visit vfplanning.com or search Adam Walter Vantage Financial to schedule a 15-minute call today.
Vantage Financial Partners is a registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of Vantage by the SEC, nor does it indicate that Vantage has attained a particular level of skill or ability.
Scratching your head when it comes to choosing health insurance for your company? Don't worry. Health insurance is what we do, and our benefits will grow and expand as your company does. With Avera Health Plans, you can count on competitive premiums and access to a broad network of care, including well-being support and mental health benefits. Our comprehensive business health insurance will make you look like the expert. Just ask your insurance agent or go to averahealthplans.com.
Looking for the perfect place to get together with friends and family, watch the game, and enjoy some of the best wings in town? Make plans to visit Checkers Sports Bar and Grill. Whether it's baseball, hockey highlights, or any other sport, your game day cravings are covered. Enjoy the action while you dig into mouth-watering wings, juicy burgers, and stacked sandwiches. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Checkers Sports Bar and Grill is Yankton's favorite spot for food, friends, and sports. Your game days belong at Checkers. All right, welcome back into the Birdcage and the Class A Baseball State Tournament quarterfinal round. Yankton Bucks are up next. The number 5 seed Yankton Bucks taking on number 4 seed Sioux Falls Jefferson. As we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, these two teams split way early in April on April 8th, and Yankton took a 4-1 loss, but it got a 1-0 win as well. And both teams, needless to say, Brayden, that's a long time ago, and they've both developed, and they both have changed. Two new teams.
Yeah, two, I won't say completely different, but definitely evolved teams. Just speaking from a pure addition of a player standpoint on Yankton's side, Matthew Shelton wasn't available back in early April due to an injury, and now he's reinserted in the lineup. I believe he's got 10 games under his belt now, so getting up to speed just in time for the Class A state tournament. And then just growth and general over the season. Early April, it's still a little cold outside. The bats were a little cold for Yankton and Jefferson alike. So both these teams have definitely heated up down the stretch, and they are different than they were when they met earlier on.
Let's get into our Stats in Focus, brought to you by Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. Located at 2701 Fox Run Parkway in Yankton, or call 665-2020. I'll let Brayden in a little bit go over some of those, but I'm going to go ahead and remind everyone that I mentioned earlier, the winningest team in high school history for Yankton, 19 wins in 2004 and now 20 here in 2025. And so that is a Stat in Focus, again, brought to you by Vision Care Associates. Thanks to our broadcast partner, Elwood Family Dental Care, where they take care of the entire family and are always welcoming new patients. And Kaiser Heating and Cooling. When it comes to heating and cooling, be the wiser and go with Kaiser. That's Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton, 808 West 23rd Street in Yankton. And Brayden, you were able to catch up with Coach Drew Lawrence for a pregame coach interview. I was coming back from a little trip. And I think we'll get that one primed up to play here. And that is brought to you by 1919 Root Beer, the creamiest full-body draft root beer available. Find it in convenience stores, grocery stores, or on tap at local restaurants. Here is Brayden Butler with Coach Drew Lawrence.
Brayden Butler here for KYNT. It is state tournament time for Class A high school baseball, and we got the head coach of the Yankton Bucks on right now, Drew Lawrence. Drew, thank you for taking time to talk to us.
You bet. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, big game today. You got Sioux Falls Jefferson in the opening round of the Class A state tournament up in Sioux Falls, playing at the Birdcage today. What's it like to be back at the Birdcage? I know you guys made it last year, but what's it like being back and getting to take this team to the state tournament?
It feels good. I mean, it's always a goal to be able to make it to the state tournament. It's not an easy feat to do for anybody. There's a lot of teams in this state that are really good. So being able to not only host a regional, but win those games and be able to go to the state tournament and give ourselves a shot, it's a good feeling that we have.
And in that regional, you swept Brookings pretty fairly handily, handled the situation pretty well in a home doubleheader after some rain changed the scheduling last weekend. So what did you see last week and that kind of gave you confidence heading into the state tournament?
Essentially, we did that day what we've done pretty much the whole year. We pitched well, we hit well, we played baseball. I mean, these guys have played baseball really well this spring. They've done such a good job of coming and showing up every single day, and that's what they continue to do. So, I know they're going to show up today, and they're going to have some fun. So, we're excited for the opportunity.
And this is a Jefferson team that you split a doubleheader with early on in the season, really early in the season. I think second or third doubleheader of the year in Class A play for you guys. Low-scoring pair of games, won one, lost one. What can you take from that game into those games into this matchup, and then also what's changed for your team? Because the bats have really got going down the stretch, it seems.
Yeah, with those games being so far in the beginning of the season, I mean, we're essentially a different team, and so is Jefferson at this point. We weren't able to really hit at that time. We weren't able to score any runs against them and still able to split. And, they've evolved too and have gotten better. So essentially, like, those games are – they're not meaningless games, but you can't really reference too much from those games just because they were so long ago. But we've started to hit more. They've started to hit more. They have a pitcher that we didn't see that day that we're more than likely going to see today. So everything's kind of a brand-new ballgame.
And, with your last games a week ago now, I assume everybody in the rotation is going to be available for the state tournament. So what's the plan for Game 1 against Jefferson? Who can we expect on the bump to start things?
Yeah, everyone is available. When you get to the end of a season like this, especially when you're when you're throwing a lot, I don't know if anyone on our team is at 100%. Hopefully we're in the 90%. That's how we're feeling. But today we're going with Samuel Goki. I mean, Samuel has been our rock for our starting pitcher. He started our big games here towards the end of the year and has a good record, good ERA, and he wants the opportunity to go out there and pitch, and we want to give that opportunity to him. So Samuel will start with everybody in relief that's on the roster.
And then one final question for you, Coach. What are one or two things you feel like your team needs to execute well today to advance to the semifinals?
Well, I think defensively we've been really strong lately. We usually are pretty strong defensively, but really recently our defense has helped us out tremendously. So I think we got to continue to play good defense like we always have. I think Samuel's going to go out there and compete, so he's going to do his job. And then we have to have good at-bats. They're going to have a good pitcher. We have to be able to either find our pitch early or figure out a way to work the pitcher a little bit, but find some base runners and get them in. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be probably a swing of emotions throughout the thing for both teams, which is what you would expect in a state tournament.
All right, Coach, I'd like to thank you for taking some time to talk to me this morning. Good luck to you and the Bucks today up in Sioux Falls, and hopefully we can maybe get a word with you in the postgame as well.
Yeah, you bet. Appreciate it. Go Bucks.
All right, thank you to Coach Drew Lawrence and for Brayden Butler for catching up with him. And before we take a quick break, I want to thank our broadcast partner, First Dakota National Bank. For more than 150 years, they've been providing South Dakota families and businesses just like yours with personalized banking services. Member FDIC. And Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home. We'll take a break, come back, and continue here from Sioux Falls, the Class A Baseball State Tournament, Yankton Bucks Baseball on KYNT and simulcasting on KYNTV.
Want to save on Yankton or Mount Marty fan gear? Well, JJ Benji's can help with that with their spring closeout sale going on now. Save 30 to 50% on almost everything in the store. T-shirts, long sleeve tees, polos, sweatshirts, quarter zips, hoodies, and caps. If it's a Buck, Gazelle, or Lancer piece of clothing, it's going to be 30 to 50% off. JJ Benji's Spring Closeout Sale, going on now. JJ Benji's 201 Pine Street, they make you look good.
I'm Colby Cookta, one of your Yankton Edward Jones financial advisors. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles on KYNT.
Call 605-653-4860 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
I'm Colby Cookta, financial advisor Edward Jones Yankton, member SIPC.
I'm Nick Shudak. I'm the Dean of Undergraduate Studies at Mount Marty University. We have a ton of scholarships, right? We mitigate tuition through our scholarships. The monastery is very generous in terms of some of the scholarships that are available to students. We do everything we can to make sure that we're an affordable, private, mission-driven institution, and our affordability is pretty comparable to many state institutions.
Start your journey at Mount Marty University. Schedule a tour online at mountmarty.edu. Mount Marty, where great futures begin.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966. And with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
If you've been suffering from chronic pain or a recent injury, check us out, Lane, Reed, and Cole Sawatsky at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab. We offer a wide variety of treatments and techniques, including dry needling, cupping, chiropractic adjustments, and sports rehabilitation. Our mission is to ensure an individualized and efficient treatment plan to get you back on your feet. From ankle sprains and sports injuries to neck pain and headaches, we've got your back.
Give us a call or book an appointment on our website. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy.
Now located on Summit Street across from the high school.
Sherco, the industry leader in tarping, has done it again with the release of the all-new Sherlock E-Series electric tarp. The E-Series features fully assembled front and rear arm, a pre-wired sealed control box, and Sherco's exclusive smart wire sealed harness for quick and easy installation. Operate the E-Series with the SureLink EZR remote or by your smartphone using the SureLink app. Add more time to your day with the Sherlock E-Series. To learn more, contact your authorized Sherco distributor or find us at Sherco.com. Demand the best. Demand Sherco.
Here's the deal, renters. When you combine State Farm auto and renter's insurance, you can save an average of $642. You heard me. So you get the right coverage for your car and stuff at the right price for you. State Farm agent Rhonda Westland and her team are ready to help you combine auto and renter's insurance and save. Call 605-665-4411 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Average annual per household savings based on a 2019 national survey by State Farm of new policyholders who reported savings by switching to State Farm.
Have aches and pains taken you out of your game? At First Chiropractic Centers, we have been helping people get back into their game for nearly 40 years. Whether your game is sports related, or it looks more like gardening, household chores, exercising, or just daily life, if your pain is preventing you from enjoying or participating in your chosen activity, we can help. With offices in Yankton, Hardington, Tyndall, and Whitner.
First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
All right, welcome back in here to the state tournament. Bryce Ladwig alongside Brayden Butler. Let's get into our keys to the game, brought to you by Vision Real Estate, where their focus is always on you. Vision Real Estate, located at 605 East 4th Street, Suite 2 in Yankton, or call 605-664-5555. Brayden.
I'm going to steal this from Coach Drew Lawrence because he talked about it in the pregame interview. I asked him one or two things the Bucs needed to execute well for a win today, and he preached defense. The defense has been playing very well down the stretch for Yankton. Not a lot of mistakes, not a lot of errors, and they're going to be playing clean again today. You got a very good pitcher on the mound in Sam Goki, who's aggressive out there as well, can force a lot of ground balls, and balls get put in play from time to time as well out into the outfield. So everybody's got to stay on their toes. You play clean defense. You got a good pitcher on the mound, and then whatever happens with the bats is just gravy at that point.
All right. And a key player of the game brought to you by Missouri River Associates. Looking for insurance agents that have the knowledge to point in the right direction? Contact Missouri River Associates in Yankton.
2-for-1 special, and that being 2 reasons that Sam Goki is our player of the game, player to watch today. First of all, just as a pitcher, second most innings pitched on the team. He's got 38 in the third innings pitched. He has faced over 150 batters this year, 7-0 record. He's given up 27 hits, 17 runs, only 5 of them earned. 40 strikeouts leads the team, a .913 ERA, a .887 WHIP. He stranded 20 runners on base and a batting average against him of .193. And then you add all those pitching stats to his hitting stats. Team high 461 batting average, a 533 on base, a 1.039 OPS. He's slugging at 506. He's got a couple doubles this season, 28 RBI, which leads the team. 22 runs scored. You guessed it, that leads the team as well. He's also drawn 15 walks, so he's shown some discipline there. And he has 8 steals this season, which is tied for third on the team. Has yet to be caught stealing as well as Sam Goki. He's our key player to watch today.
Thanks to our broadcast partner, Aztec, one of Yankton's greatest employers and friend of the community. Build a career with the group that's built to connect from rock to road. Click careers at aztecindustries.com. And Midwest Insurance Agency. See Travis and Whitney Devine at Midwest Insurance for your farm, home, and auto insurance needs today. Call today to set up an appointment, 665-2389, or visit MidwestInsuranceYankton.com. I'll take another break here on the Hy-Vee pregame show. This is Yankton Bucks baseball, playoff baseball on KYNT and simulcasting on KYNTV.
Don't you just love being pressured into buying something? Of course not. I don't either. This is Jamie from Larry's Heating and Cooling. Pushing you to buy is something we haven't done in our 44 years of being in business. Instead, we prefer offering you an honest, free, no obligation assessment of your heating and cooling system. And if needed, we'll quote you a fair price for repair or replacement. Don't like being pressured? Then call Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion.
Champions aren't just made on game day. They're built through every practice, every sprint, and every moment of hard work. When the pressure's on, you need to be at your best, and that starts with staying hydrated. Prime Hydration is packed with electrolytes, great flavor, and no added junk, helping you push harder, recover faster, and stay ahead of the competition. Whether you're on the court, the field, or training for the next big game, Prime keeps you fueled and ready. Don't just play, dominate. Stay hydrated with Prime.
Are fine lines and wrinkles making you feel less confident? Imagine a smoother, more radiant you in just one visit. The solution? Botox. Dr. Elwood at Elwood Family Dental Care is trained and experienced in providing cosmetic Botox to reduce fine lines in the facial region. Say goodbye to frown lines, crow's feet, and forehead wrinkles, and rediscover your natural beauty with safe and effective Botox treatment. Contact Elwood Family Dental Care today to schedule a consultation and see if you're a good candidate.
South Dakota football and volleyball season tickets are available now. The Coyote football team reached new heights in 2024, totaling 11 wins and earning an appearance in the FCS playoff semifinals.
Bauman fires deep, got a man open. It's Jack Martins. He's got it. He's in. Touchdown, South Dakota.
Volleyball continued their tradition of success, appearing in their 5th NCAA tournament. Join the fun and secure your seats at GoYotes.com.
Ever have one of those days? Your car breaks down, your dog decides your couch is a chew toy, and oh yeah, a tree falls on your roof. Don't worry, Missouri River Associates has you covered. Auto, home, pet mishaps, we're here for all of life's little oops moments. Call 665-6885 for your free quote. Because life happens, and we're ready for it.
The thought of moving can be overwhelming. This is Deb Speck with Vision Real Estate, and with 20 years of experience, I know how to make the process less stressful. The market is just heating up, so if you're thinking of buying or selling, call me and we'll talk about the whole process. And when you're ready, I'll guide you every step of the way. Call me, Deb Speck, with Vision Real Estate, 605-664-5555.
Traveling to Yankton for business or pleasure? Then book your stay at Yankton's 2 best hotels, the Fairfield by Marriott and Holiday Inn Express. Both are conveniently located to everything in Yankton. Both offer complimentary hot breakfast and meeting rooms for business travelers. And if you want a great rate, With flexible reservation changes, call either hotel direct. The Fairfield by Marriott and Holiday Inn Express, 2 great hotel choices when visiting or arranging rooms for guests to Yankton.
Get it cleaned with Buell's.
Dress shirts, suits, dresses, coats. At Buell's, they specialize in dry cleaning and pressing. You can pick it up or even have it delivered.
Got a tough stain you're worried about getting out? Leave it to Buell's. They're experts in getting out those nasty stains.
Do you wash your own comforter? If you really want it clean, let Buell's do it. Their large-size washers are perfect for comforters.
If you need it clean, take it to Buell's. 444 West 3rd, Yankton.
All right, welcome back into the Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee was a helpful smile in every aisle. The Class A baseball state tournament here at the Birdcage in Sioux Falls. Harrisburg took down Watertown before our matchup here, 7-2. And now it is number 5 Yankton taking on number 4 Sioux Falls Jefferson. Thanks for joining us here on KYNT and those listening on KYNTV to our audio simulcast. Sorry for the inconvenience. I know people have grown accustomed to be able to turn into KYNTV and have the game on there in video form, but we do not own the live video rights. So appreciate you sticking around and enjoying us and Yankton Bucks baseball anyway here on the audio simulcast. Colors of the game are brought to you by Royal Sports Shop in Yankton. Need new uniforms for your school or rec team? Call or go online to royalsportshop.com. Yankton in their home blacks and white pants and red stripes on the sleeve. And Sioux Falls Jefferson is in their white uniforms, white tops and bottoms, and that hunter green numbering with a little bit of gold trim, Brayden.
Yeah, it's I think the same exact jersey matchup we saw when these two teams played in Yankton earlier this year. And the Bucks, even though they're the road team, wearing what they've usually worn at home this season, and I think the only road game I wouldn't have been there for would have been Brookings. I don't know if they wore their blacks up there too, but the jersey that Yankton's been rocking all season long continues here in Game 1 of the state tournament.
I just always want your opinion on style. You know, you're kind of my style guy.
I'm a big fan of the jersey combination. I always like the triple stripe on the sleeve, the white, red, white on Yankton's sleeves. It reminds me of just old school classic look, like 80s, 90s baseball.
But nothing's as good as your Tracy McGrady jersey, right?
That's one of several jerseys I own, Bryce, but that's the one you always give me a hard time over.
Hey, that's actually a pretty cool jersey.
Oh, it is. Yeah, Tracy McGrady Orlando Magic jersey. There we go.
Well, there you go. Umpires of the game today brought to you by the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General. They are the law on the diamond, and I don't know who they are, but they're going to do a great job, Brayden.
Yeah, I'm sanctioned by the South Dakota High School Baseball Association. I mean, at least you'd hope so here at the state tournament. But
an imposter here today.
Yeah, we got the replacement umps today. But like when
they're on strike,
like when the refs went on strike in the NFL, 10 years ago now or something like that. But no, the umpires should do a great job today. It should be some good, fun, clean baseball.
All right. And we will have your starting lineups. We'll go ahead and take one more break, and then we'll come back with your starting lineups. There will be a presentation before our matchup here, and try and time this out just right for everybody on KYNT and auto simulcasting on KYNTV. This is Yankton Bucks playoff baseball from the Birdcage.
Moody Motors in Niobrara is here to help with all of your automotive needs. Whether that means getting you into a nicer vehicle, servicing or repairing your current vehicle, or any auto body or glass replacement needs. If you are in the market for a nicer vehicle, we finance all new and used vehicles with very low interest rates. Moody Motors in Niobrara, your one-stop vehicle shop. View our inventory online at moodymotor.com.
You're in the mood for Moody.
Boston Shoes to Boots is your locally owned family shoe store located in downtown Yankton on Cedar Street. We offer the service and quality product to fit the whole family. Whether you're in the market for athletics, dress, casual, or work, come shop with us 6 days a week or shop online all the time at bostonshoestoboots.com. Try out our foot scanner and get fitted for insoles. Happy feet keep you healthy and on the move. Boston Shoes to Boots is proud to support Yankton High School athletics.
Looking for a reason to build a new home in Yankton? Well, we have lots. I mean Garden Estates lots. Garden Estates is a new home development on the west side of Yankton. We have 89 lots available starting at $36,500. These lots are perfect for the first-time home buyer, younger families, or retirees.
Yankton is a great place to build, and Garden Estates is the location to build your new home. For more information on Garden Estates housing development, go to yanktonsd.com.
Spring is the perfect time of year to start upgrading your home, and what better place to start than with your garage doors? This is Cody Miles, owner of Upper Midwest Garage Door. We offer a wide variety of American-made, unique Clopay garage doors, free in-home consultations, a digital preview of the new garage doors on your home, and the expert small-town service you deserve. Home improvement season is here. Get started today with your local independent Clopay dealer. Give us a call, stop by, or learn more at uppermidwestgaragedoor.com.
It's never a good time to find yourself stuck on the side of the road. When you do, call Gary's Towing, your trusted family-owned towing service serving the Yankton area for over 50 years. Whether it's light, medium, or heavy towing, they've got the right equipment and the experience to get you back on the road fast. Day or night, call Gary, Mike, or Mason, 665-4351. Gary's Towing, where experience means reliability.
Looking for your next leadership opportunity? Parker is looking for a second shift value stream team supervisor. If you've got leadership skills, manufacturing experience, and a drive to improve processes, this is your shot. Parker offers paid vacation and sick leave, 13 paid holidays, medical, dental, vision, supplemental, and paid life insurance. Guaranteed profit sharing and a fully matched 401k up to 5%, fully vested on day one. Plus, a company paid retirement income account. Apply today at parker.com/careers.
Parker, engineering your success.
Buying a home isn't just about real estate. It's about investing in yourself. At the Move Group, we believe the best time to buy is when it makes sense for you. Our expert agents put people before transactions, meaning we listen first, provide honest guidance, and help you make a confident decision. No pressure, no gimmicks. Markets change, but the right home is about more than just numbers. It's about finding the right fit for your life and your future. When you're ready, we're here to help. Contact the Move Group today.
That's you trying to fix the plumbing yourself to save a few bucks. Doing things yourself doesn't always end well. The same goes for insurance. That's why Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and offer discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance. Because sometimes you need a professional to get the job done right. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com.
All right, welcome back in here to the Birdcage in Sioux Falls. It is the Class A baseball state tournament. The 5-seed Yankton Bucks taking on the 4th-seed Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers. Getting to our starting lineups of Brayden, and those are brought to you by First Chiropractic Center, making life better one adjustment at a time. Located at 2507 Fox Run Parkway in Yankton.
Sioux Falls Cavaliers will be the home team on the scoreboard today, Bryce. So we'll start with how they will line up out in the field. Starting in left field will be number 9, Boston Bryant. In center field, number 6, Caleb Goodroad. And in right field, number 35, Mason Payne. Around the horn, inside the diamond, third base will be Noah Kenzie, number 17. Shortstop will be number 4, Brody Jacobson. Second base will be number 3, Kason Mediger. Playing first base will be number 25, Carson Hughes. Behind the plate today will be number 16, Jackson Dunn. And on the mound for this game, number 24, Everett Salonen. Batting as the designated hitter in place of Salonen, number 2, Ashton Boutzer. He will bat 9th in place of the pitcher. As for the Yankton Bucks, here is how their lineup will come to the plate in inning number 1. Batting leadoff, playing catcher, number 22, Gavin Johnson. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 18, Matthew Sheldon. Batting third, the pitcher, number 11, Samuel Goki. Batting cleanup, the shortstop, number 3, Owen Wishon. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 5, Easton Fieser. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 10, Trey Sager. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 25, Tate Bestie. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 1, Evan Sirk. And rounding out the order, batting ninth, the third baseman, number 2, Beck Reichen. Playing center field today will be number 4, Easton Nelson. He will be hit for by the designated hitter, Matthew Sheldon. It is a full lineup for both teams. JV seasons are done. So a full substitute lineup for both squads today. We could see some names that we haven't seen in a little bit or even at all if one of these teams wants to try to shake things up here in the late innings.
All right, thank you, Brayden. And a little side note, so I think a weather system is supposed to be rolling in to Sioux Falls here in the next hour or so. And so hopefully we don't have any kind of postponement in the action. But depending on the length of postponement or the expected length, we'll either just keep it and talk or we'll have a break and just return to action at some point. But that is always a possibility. And currently it is 66 degrees here. Very nice. And winds coming from northeast around 3 miles per hour. We're looking at all the little flags. They're kind of blowing, would you say, Brayden, it's kind of over the right field wall?
Yeah, I'd say towards right field. And, you know, you mentioned a cardinal direction there, Bryce. And at Riverside, I'm like, oh, that means it's blowing pretty much out towards left center field. No, we are different orientation here at Sioux Falls Stadium. It's actually blowing more towards right field here when it's coming out of that direction. So interesting to see how that affects things. A couple left-handed players. I know left-handed hitters for Yankton. I can't remember if Sioux Falls Jefferson has any lefties, but if they were able to pull one down the right field line, that wind could give it a little boost over that right field wall.
No, absolutely, and we'll see if that weather system affects us at all, and hopefully we just have a really clean weather game here this afternoon. When we do have the first pitch is brought to you by the Boathouse, located in the downtown Meridian District. The Boathouse is the most fun you can find on land. Head there for great food, fun, and drinks. If you can't be on the boat or at the Diamond, then it's the Boathouse. We'll take another break, come back, and kind of see where we're at here as Yankton just finished up their infield warm-ups. We're in a new territory, Brayden. We're not used to the timing of things here, so we're trying to play it by ear. And thanks for joining us here on KYNT and audio simulcast on KYNTV. This is the Class A Baseball State Tournament in Yankton Bucks Baseball.
Does anyone in your family have macular degeneration? At Vision Care Associates, we are dedicated to delivering the highest standard of eye care, utilizing the latest medical advancements to protect and improve your vision. That's why we offer ZX Pro, a new technology that measures the risk for macular degeneration. ZX Pro is a test used to assess macular health before signs of macular degeneration even begin. Be proactive and schedule an appointment.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
You asked, and we listened. The Hy-Vee Market Grill is serving up a new menu full of everything you've been craving. Start your day right with our brioche French toast, plus a side of our favorite golden hash browns. Yes, that's right, they're back. Plus, add some bold flavor to your next meal with our Rise and Shine burger or a plate of wings. Whether you're looking for weekend brunch or an easy weeknight meal, stop by the Hy-Vee Market Grill to grab something tasty for the whole family.
When the summer heat is on, make sure your cooling system is up to the challenge. Kaiser Heating and Cooling has the right solution for your home or business, whether it's a high-efficiency air conditioner, geothermal system, or reliable heat pump unit. For over 77 years, we've been keeping Yankton cool with expert installation and service. Don't sweat this summer. Stay comfortable all season long with Kaiser Heating and Cooling, Yankton's most trusted heating and cooling professionals.
Look at all the pictures of the resort you'd stay in every year. All you need to do is pay reasonable maintenance fees once a year. With any contract that you're signing, read and understand everything. What happens if you cancel? Can you get out of this contract? If you feel pushed into signing the contract, you need to stop and take a step back. If you have questions, contact the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
The other day, a woman came into the UPS store to make some color copies for a project. As we were finishing up, she asked if we could help her design and print graduation announcements for her daughter. The answer? Of course we can. Hi, this is Doug with the UPS store of Yankton. For over 8 years, we've been helping families with everything from basic copies to beautifully customized graduation announcements. Come see us at the UPS store today and let us help make your special occasions even more memorable.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, Member FDIC.
Get out, get active, and explore Yankton together. It's Yankton Medical Clinic's Where's the Y Guy Challenge with exciting news and weekly prizes. Yankton Medical Clinic is promoting preventative health with a community adventure that's all about wellness, fun, and local discovery. If you missed the first few weeks, there's still time to play along. For every week you post a selfie with the Y Guy at its current location, you could win $50 in Yankton Thrive Bucks. Follow Yankton Medical Clinic on Facebook for all contest clues and information. Happy hunting!
Buying your first home? That's a big moment. A happy, feel-good, when's the housewarming party moment. When you're ready to look for a home, start with a local FNBO mortgage lender. We're here to answer questions, personalize the experience, and share our expertise so you can focus on your search. Start your application and get pre-qualified now at fnbo.com. Your mortgage moment is just around the corner, and FNBO will be there every step. Visit our nearest branch or go to fnbo.com. FNBO is an equal housing lender.
All right, welcome back into the state tournament. And Brayden, we have some news. They have announced the South Dakota High School Baseball Association Class A Baseball Player of the Year. First of all, here's your candidates. Sam Goki, of course, of Yankton. Eli Kokenge of Harrisburg. Caden Rylance of Watertown. Sullivan Schlimgen of O'Gorman. And Aiden Zur of Brandon Valley. Drum roll, please, Brayden. Samuel Goki is our Player of the Year. Congratulations to Yankton's very own Sam Goki. And I'll prime you up here so you can find him, Brayden, by his stats. And what a season he has had, and a career, really, for Sam Goki. Congratulations to him. Announced as Player of the Year. That is such a big deal, and I'll make sure to get him on probably next week's Coach's Corner show and talk to him, because, of course, I want to get a little more in detail with the great season he's had.
And, you know, I think one of the bigger things here is Goki was the only junior of that list of 5 guys. Those other 4 guys are seniors. And if you look at those other 4 guys, I didn't catch exactly where Kokenge is going, but he's going to be playing in the Big Ten for baseball next year. I know Sully Schlimgen, I believe, is going to Washington State for football. Aiden Zur committed to Notre Dame. And Caden Rylance is a great multi-sport athlete as well. So that's some tough competition. But Sam Goki, look at his numbers on this season. It's hard to argue him. A .461 batting average, on base of .533, OPS over 1 at 1.039, had 28 RBIs, which led Yankton, 22 runs scored, which led Yankton, and 14 walks drawn, so he's disciplined as well. Never caught stealing so far. We'll knock on wood for him with 8 steals on the season. And then on the mound, the ace of the rotation as well, a .913 ERA by the end of the year. I think that his regular season stats up there, and it was even more impressive. I think it was a .06 when they did his regular season stats. A .887 whip overall. Stranded 20 runners on base. Is just a fantastic pitcher, a fantastic batter, and in the field as well. A great player there, too. Fielding percentage up over 900. Did factor into 1 double play this season as well. So just all around, every facet of the game, at the plate, on the mound, when he's playing in the infield, he was one of the best players in any given game, and this year voted the best player in Class A.
But mainly the most important part of all of this is KYNTV footage on the screen. So over there.
There was a presentation here at the Birdcage, and used our footage not just for Sam Goki, Caden Rylance, which unfortunate for the Bucks, they showed one of his hits against the Bucks earlier this season when those 2 teams played in Yankton. So, you know, congratulations to all 5 finalists, but big there for Sam Goki, the junior. He has a chance to defend that title next year, so it should be a lot of fun. And I believe, if I remember correctly from last year, Sully Schlimgen, who was a finalist this year, was the Class A Player of the Year last year, if I remember correctly.
I think so, yeah.
So he couldn't defend his title. Goki will have a chance next year, but this game in front of us is very important right now.
But they did crop out our logo, so my attorneys will be in touch here to the Birdcage. So, I'm just joking, but they're doing the official lineups here. Actually, I'll go over the bench players for Yankton as well, and I'll let Brayden go over the bench players for Jefferson. But on the bench for Yankton can come in at any time. As Brayden mentioned earlier, a full set of players: Carter Boomsma, Cale Gary, Brennan Gilmore, Boston Frick, Brett Taggart, Christian Weir, Madden McQuaid, Mark Cottle, Jackson Kudra, and Chase Cooley.
As for the guys who are starting on the bench for the Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers, it'll be Kyler Boyd, Maddox Zenz, Caden Voss, Noah Grabo, Jackson Warkey, Easton Riley, looks like Jackson Nordstrom, Noah McFarland, Hayden Risty, Ethan Bigger, and Ben Honkamp. So that's, quite a few substitutes for both teams. You always got another lineup in both teams' dugouts right now, just waiting in the wings that their names get called.
Yeah, it's a whole another set of team in there. So we'll see how it all plays out here as they're officially coming out to the lineups. Good crowd on hand here today, and we're just really hoping that rain cloud stays away, Brayden.
Yeah, we are. And, remind me, Bryce, do they do the anthem before every game since it's technically a different crowd? Or are they – I know they played it before game number 1, but it looks like the way they're lined up out there, it insinuates that we might get an anthem here soon.
All right, well, we'll find out because we're going to take one last break here before first pitch action. This is Yankton Bucks baseball on KYNT and audio – I cannot say audio simulcasting on KYNTV.
Are you on track to retire? I'm Adam Walter, a certified financial planner with Vantage Financial, born and raised in Yankton, South Dakota. My team and I pride ourselves on building trust through clear, honest advice tailored to your unique goals. From retirement planning to smart tax strategies, we'll create a personalized plan to help you feel confident and secure about your financial future. Visit vfplanning.com or search Adam Walter, Vantage Financial to schedule a 15-minute call today.
Vantage Financial Partners is a registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of Vantage by the SEC, nor does it indicate that Vantage has attained a particular level of skill or ability.
Buying a home isn't just about real estate. It's about investing in yourself. At the Move Group, we believe the best time to buy is when it makes sense for you. Our expert agents put people before transactions, meaning we listen first, provide honest guidance, and help you make a confident decision. No pressure, no gimmicks. Markets change, but the right home is about more than just numbers. It's about finding the right fit for your life and your future. When you're ready, we're here to help. Contact the Move Group today.
You want peace of mind that you're healthy. Support your breast health by getting a mammogram every year starting at age 40. Multiple Avera Breast Center locations across the region offer easy access. We'll create a screening plan that makes sense for you. You have access to specialized breast cancer experts should you need it. Find a screening location near you at avera.org/breast.
I'm Colby Cookta, one of your Yankton Edward Jones financial advisors. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles on KYNT.
Call 605-653-4860 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
I'm Colby Cookta, financial advisor Edward Jones Yankton, member SIPC.
You've been suffering from chronic pain or a recent injury. Check us out, Lane, Reed, and Cole Sawatsky at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab. We offer a wide variety of treatments and techniques, including dry needling, cupping, chiropractic adjustments, and sports rehabilitation. Our mission is to ensure an individualized and efficient treatment plan to get you back on your feet. From ankle sprains and sports injuries to neck pain and headaches, we've got your back. Give us a call or book an appointment on our website. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy.
Now located on Summit Street across from the high school.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Rhonda Westland, right here in Yankton, can switch you over so you can start saving today. Rhonda and her team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Rhonda Westland, it's easy to switch and save. Just give her a call. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Gardening and spring cleaning can give your body a workout, but with the bending, reaching, twisting, and pulling, your body may not be ready. This is Dr. Mackenzie Erlandson from First Chiropractic Centers. To make spring cleaning and gardening less painful, it's important to prepare your body for these activities. Our team of doctors and staff focus not only on pain relief, but also address the underlying causes, such as muscular imbalances, proper techniques, and lack of conditioning. Visit firstchiropracticcenter.com, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
All right, welcome back in here to KYNT and KYNTV. This is Bryce, what's my name? Bryce Ladwig alongside Brayden Butler as we're ready for first pitch here. First pitch time right at, let's say, 2:51 p.m. here from the Birdcage in Sioux Falls. And one last congratulations to Sam Goki on being the South Dakota High School Baseball Association Class A Baseball Player of the Year. What an honor for him. And the Goki name is continuing to make Yankton baseball proud, whether it's the Bucks or the Lancers.
Yeah, and we've mentioned it before, his older brother Joe, a great ball player for Yankton at the high school and the Legion level, and then has been great for the Mount Marty Lancers as well during his college career. And Sam continues to forge his own path and show that he's right up there with one of the best to put on the colors for Yankton, especially in the spring season with that Class A Player of the Year award. And I don't have the history off the top of my head, but I was trying to find out quickly if who the last Class A Player of the Year was for Yankton, but
I think it's Slipgood.
Or from Yankton.
Oh yeah, I don't know if they've ever, maybe Lane Thompson, but yeah, I'll have to look into that. But on the mound for Sioux Falls Jefferson, of course, Everett Salonen. We saw him pitch in Yankton, very good pitcher for Jefferson. Of course, you want to throw perhaps your best here early in game one because obviously it's win or go home. And it'll be Gavin Johnson to lead us off.
You know, while I was sitting here thinking, too, about Class A Player of the Year for Sam Goki, there's another honor that Yankton had recently. Kieran Llewellyn he's been elected to the Hall of Fame for South Dakota High School Baseball Association. I see what's going on here. The center field wall is wide open.
So I was going to make a joke about 20 minutes ago about that, but I thought maybe they were just had some equipment out. And I was like, hopefully no one, runs in there.
If I hit it directly in there, is it a home run or is it like Polo Grounds where it just kind of rolls around back there and I got to keep running?
I think, in all honesty, I think they would have to rule that a ground rule double.
They would.
Yeah.
But, well, they're shutting the wall, so I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we'll never know now. Because Brayden had to say something.
I didn't even notice it until I said it over the PA, so I take no responsibility for getting that gate closed.
All right, bring us Gavin Johnson's numbers, Brayden.
Gavin Johnson on the season has spent a majority of it batting leadoff. He started out near the bottom of the order, but Johnson takes over the leadoff role early on in the year. He's got a .341 batting average, an OPS of .931, 30 hits, 10 of them for extra bases, including a home run, 26 RBI, 10 runs scored. Very, very good player behind the plate and on the base paths. That 10 runs scored is down a little bit because he usually gets a courtesy runner for him going around the bases.
All right, first pitch of Game 2 of the quarterfinal round to Gavin Johnson is a strike on the outside corner, 0-1.
And if you think our vantage point for balls and strikes is a little difficult at Riverside, we're very off-center here, much more than we usually are and farther back. So we're just going to take the umpire's words for it all night long.
Salinen's second delivery just misses outside, kind of a breaking ball there. Still some good velocity.
Yeah, we talked about it last year when we were here for the state tournament. It's nice here at Sioux Falls Stadium. We don't got a radar gun. It's not in the KYNT budget quite yet, but they do have one here at Sioux Falls Stadium. They display it on the scoreboard. I think that one comes in at 87 off the right arm of Salonen. So good velocity there, kind of teasing us with near 90.
So a 1-2 count after the 87-mile-per-hour fastball. Gavin Johnson chokes up and the 1-2. Breaking ball misses away at 79.
I'm just thinking back to last state tournament run for Yankton. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did Sam Goki start that game as well as a sophomore? Because I believe, if I remember right, we were a little shocked that an underclassman was getting the start.
And the 2-2 is foul back. Count remains at a one-handed grab from a Harrisburg player. I knew it. Brayden's going to try to find out who it was.
Well, they have a special thing open for the state tournament with all the players, and that was number 10 who caught it. I'll get you a name. Tayton Muntz caught that one.
That's what I was going to say. And the 2-2, and reaching and swinging through is Gavin Johnson. Set down on a strike. There's one away.
Harrisburg did win game 1 of the state tournament 7-2. Out next for Yankton, a guy who's only appeared in 10 games this season due to injury early on. It's the designated hitter, Matthew Sheldon. Very, very dangerous bat, and as he's now entering game number 11, has settled in.
And he sends that first pitch straight to right field, and that is 2 away. Over there is Payne, and gloves it. And so 1-2 goes Yankton, and that will bring up Player of the Year, Sam Goki.
Well, we've talked about his stats quite often today, but if you want him again, I'm not going to blame you. Leading the team in batting average at .461, a 1.039 OPS, 41 total hits for Goki, I believe is a team high. It is a team high by 10. 28 RBIs leads the team. 22 runs scored lead the team. He's drawn 14 walks and has 8 steals as well.
First pitch fouled back into the net. Just got a piece of that one, 0-1.
Salonen showing the velocity again. That one, fastest one I've seen tonight, up at 88. Very good pitcher on the mound, and this is a pitcher duel. Goki will take the mound. He will toe the rubber when Yankton takes the field in the bottom half of this inning.
And Goki hopefully riding that high from the announcement right before the game. Salonen looks in, and the 0-1. Check swing, doesn't matter, called strike at 79 on off speed. Man, how slow I must throw if 79 is off speed.
And he's been mixing in when you got about an 8 to 9 mile per hour difference between your fastball and your off speed. He's been throwing 87, 88 on the fastball. I think every off speed I've seen is at 79, so can really pull the string on him.
The 0-2 and sent foul to the right field bleachers down the right field line. Count remains 0-2, and we've hit 90 miles per hour from the right arm of Salonen.
Yeah, good arm once again, a live arm from the righty for Sioux Falls, Jefferson here. Both teams going to throw their guys, their quote-unquote aces out here in game number 1. That's what we're seeing.
And the 0-2, number 2, and another strikeout swinging as Sam Goki is set down. So 1, 2, 3, go the Bucks here in the top of the first. As we try to gather ourselves here. Hold on, everybody. Thanks to our broadcast partner, Graham Tire. If you notice issues with your vehicle, don't hesitate to call the service experts at Graham Tire, because they do more than sell tires. That's Graham Tire of Yankton, your auto service and tire store next door. And the UPS store, offering packing and shipping, plus printing services, mailboxes, and direct mail services, helping small businesses reach their goals in Yankton across from Walmart. This inning break is brought to you by Rise Fuel. Packed with essential vitamins and nutrients, Rise Fuel gives you the power to push harder, go faster, and perform better. Fuel your ambition and unleash your potential with Rise Fuel. Back in 30 seconds.
Turning 65 or new to Medicare? Navigating your options can feel overwhelming, but we're here to help. At Missouri River Associates, we make it easy to find the right plan for your health and budget. From Medicare supplements, Advantage plans, and prescription drug coverage, we'll guide you every step of the way. Plus, our services are completely free. Call Missouri River Associates today, 665-6885. Let us help you find peace of mind and the coverage you deserve.
Sam Goki on the mound for Yankton here in the bottom of the first. And one last time, Brayden, pitching stats.
Yeah, pitching stats for Sam Goki on the season. As you mentioned, one last time. You didn't get named Class A Player of the Year. We're going to give you a lot of credit on the season. Goki, as soon as it loads, 38 in the third innings pitched across the year, 27 hits given up, 17 runs, 5 of them earned, a team-high 40 strikeouts, .913 ERA, a .887 whip, and a .193 batting average against him.
And the first pitch of this half inning, Brody Jackson flares one out toward left, and therefore is Trey Sager, and we have one away.
This is Kaysen Mediger coming up next, the second baseman. Early on there, you see what Goki's really good at. Forcing contact, maybe a little stronger contact than he wanted on that fly out to left field, but still forcing contact that doesn't get the defense into danger, lets his guys make plays behind him.
Kaysen Mediger takes a strike on the outside, 0-1. And now a breaking ball at 68 from a Goki called ball. Just missed to the outside portion of the plate. And the 1-1. And comebacker right to Goki. Takes off his glove, and it's going to roll toward Tate Bestie at second in between him and Goki. But Goki's glove quite literally was shot off of his hand, and that is a base hit for Sioux Falls Jefferson, our first hit of the game.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen that, too. A ball hits so hard it literally takes the glove off of the guy trying to get there. Good contact, barreled it up by Mediger and able to get on first base with an infield single.
And that will bring up Noah Quenzi, or Kienzi. I apologize.
If I remember it, I think the U is silent, but don't quote me on that. I've been wrong before.
I think it's Kenzie.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember back to April. We've caught a lot of games since early April.
It is now, so it's tricky. And throw over to first, nothing there.
Mediger, the first base runner of the game for either team after Yankton went 3 up, 3 down on the start of it.
And to Tate Bestie at second. Over to short to Sean, and the double play is there. 4-6-3. And Yankton leaves one stranded. A really nice double play started by Bestie. Nice flip over to Washawn, and of course Fieser is just a sponge over there at first. And that ends the bottom of the first. Still no score as we enter the top of inning number 2. There were no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no runners left on base. And I want to thank our broadcast partners. Here to take you. Explorers Credit Union is here to help with the vision of financial empowerment for everyone. Discover the difference at explorerscu.com. And One Office Solution, the one source for all your office products, including copiers, furniture, and office supplies. One Office Solution is located next to Pizza Ranch on Broadway in Yankton. And SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab. Their number one goal is to make each patient feel at home and know they're truly there to help you live a healthier, pain-free life. It's the go-to place for specialized wellness and therapy. Visit them at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab.com. Back in 30 seconds.
That's you trying to fix the plumbing yourself to save a few bucks. Doing things yourself doesn't always end well. The same goes for insurance. That's why Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and offer discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance. Because sometimes you need a professional to get the job done right. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT and RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. Visit mtrcsmithinsurance.com.
All right, Owen with Sean at the plate right now for Yankton. The shortstop just converted that double play for Yankton.
Yeah, he was the 6 in that 6-4-3 double play. Get you with Sean's stats on the season here after this opening pitch from Salonen.
And that opening pitch is a ball that misses high. It's a 1-0 count.
Well, Sean's got a .313 batting average on the year, an on-base of .429, OPS of .874 with a slugging of .446, 17 runs scored, 20 runs driven in. He's got 9 extra base hits this year, including 2 triples, which is a team high.
And this one's sent foul behind us here in the press box. It'll be a 1-1 count.
Well, Sean's been good at working counts late. We've seen it quite often this season. And he's been good at getting on base with a free pass, 16 walks. He's been hit by a pitch a couple times as well.
1-1 misses high, makes the count 2-1. Nice eye by with Sean here. And the 2-1 from Salonen, and it's a hopper over to second base. Mediger threw over in time, 1 away.
That ground out will bring up Easton Fieser to the plate. Fieser playing first base today as he has basically all season. .344 batting average for him, a .413 on base, OPS of .913 while slugging at .500. He's got 7 extra base hits this season, including 3 home runs for him, 25 RBIs, 14 runs scored. He's drawn 11 walks to only 7 strikeouts. You always like to see a guy with more walks than strikeouts.
And takes a strike in the opening pitch.
Fieser also the first lefty that Salonen will see today from Yankton. Won't be the last. Evan Sirk still in the lineup. He'll bat in the 8th spot.
And Salonen looks in. And Fieser lifts this one out towards center, and Good Road will find it out there, mid-center field for the second out. So an F8 in the scorebook, and that brings up Trey Sager.
It's the first 5 batters of the game retired as well for Salonen. He's been cruising along to start things here on the mound. Obviously still at the top of the second inning. A lot of things can still change down the stretch here. Trey Sager, as you mentioned, coming to the dish, playing left field today for number 10. 397 batting average and on base just under 500. OPS of 1.033, one of only 3 guys on the team with an OPS over 1. It's him, Class A Player of the Year Sam Goki, and Matthew Sheldon, who's only played 10 games this year but has carried a big bat in those games. So Sager, very, very good bat in the lineup for Yankton, especially coming up in the 6th spot.
He has an 0-1 count here. Salonen delivers. And a ball taken just on the outside. Nice eye by Sager.
Been able to work some counts this season as well as Sager. 7 walks, 17 runs, 16 RBI for him. Does have 7 doubles this year as well, which is tied for second most on the team with Owen Wishon.
1-1 is a called strike on a breaking ball at 77 miles per hour. That'd be my fastball. Actually, that'd be like 20 miles over my fastball. But still.
If I threw 77, my arm might fall off.
You know, and the 1-2. Salonen looks in. Delivers, and Sager off of the handle back into the netting. Count remains at 1-2. 2 away here in the top of inning number 2. We're here at the Birdcage in Sioux Falls, home of the Sioux Falls Canaries, but today and tomorrow, home of the Class A Baseball State Tournament. Salonen checking in.
I've been keeping tags on the Canaries as well as the Sioux City Explorers, both playing in the same league. So far this season is, I think, Salonen and the rest of the Caps thought that was strike 3.
Yeah, so Salonen delivered, and half the team started making about 5 steps towards the dugout, but it's a called ball. And even Trey Sager kind of stood there a little bit, but 2-2 the count. And Salonen from the stretch throws right behind Sager. And so now we have a full count. So Sager's worked this one all the way into a full count.
Something else to keep an eye on here. I noticed it in game 1, but forgot to mention in the pregame. We're used to having 1 home plate umpire and 1 field umpire for high school games this season. It's a full crew today, so they are almost a full crew. They got 3 umps out there, 1 at first and 1 at third right now. So 2 field umps should help clean up some of those bang-bang decisions.
And off the handle for Sager, but not into the net this time. This time it rolls to the Sioux Falls Jefferson dugout. Well, count still be a payoff pitch number 2 here from Salonen. Where's his pitch count at already, Brayden?
I will check that for you here.
And what's his birthday and favorite color? Payoff pitch number 2.
Need a social while we're at it?
And we have a strikeout. Trey Sager swings through that one. He battled, though. It made Salonen throw some extra pitches there, as that is the 3rd out. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners are left on base. We still have no scores. We enter the bottom of inning number 2.
To answer your question, though, Bryce, before the ad read, 25 pitches now for Salonen after that long at-bat.
All right, and a lot of those thanks to Trey Sager. Thanks to our broadcast partner, FNBO. Yankton Sports are brought to you by FNBO, the great big small bank. Proud to serve our community for more than 165 years. Stop on by your local branch or visit fnbo.com. And Yankton Thrive. Yes, there is a thriving business economy here in the Yankton area. Your one source and resource for all businesses, from retail to manufacturing, is Yankton Thrive. For more, go to yanktonsd.com. Inning breaks are brought to you by Rise Fuel. Packed with essential vitamins and nutrients, Rise Fuel gives you the power to push harder, go faster, and perform better. Fuel your ambition and unleash your potential with Rise Fuel. Back in 30 seconds.
Do you struggle with dry contacts? At Vision Care Associates, we have a great option. Infused contact lenses by Bosch & Lomb. Infused lenses are designed to ensure that your eyes stay hydrated and irritation-free, even after a full day of wear. Our doctors specialize in fitting these lenses for maximum comfort and optimal vision. Schedule your consultation and experience the all-day comfort and crisp, clear vision you deserve.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
All right, Mason Payne steps to the plate, and the first pitch to him is a chopper over toward third. Charging is Reich, and he will let it go foul. So 0-1 the count.
That reminds me of a bunt last week against Brookings. Just towed the third base line all the way down, and Riken pulled up on it and just let it go foul. Guy would have been safe at first, so smart play over there at third. Sometimes the correct play at third base is no play at all in those situations.
That was a big situation, too, if I remember correctly.
I think it would have, if not loaded the bases, at least put 2 runners on or move a runner from second to third. So,
and off the handle this one, and Coach Drew Lawrence gets that one over in front of the dugout. I need Coach Lawrence to sit down. Okay. We already had. We need you just to rest over there.
We had a scare last week with him.
That's an 0-2 count now to Payne. And Payne lifts this one out towards center, and Nelson makes a late break for it. Maybe lost it in the white sky here temporarily, but recovered, and there is one away.
Yeah, that ball started to nosedive a little faster than Nelson might have expected there. I thought he only had to take a couple of steps. But, a late recovery still results in the out for Easton Nelson, and that's the first out of the second inning. Only 1 hit given up so far by Goki on the mound, and he's faced the minimum technically with that double play ending the first.
That brings up the big bat first baseman Carson Hughes. And he takes a strike here to open things up.
Yeah, Goki off speed there, through 65, had a little bit of bend on it, started up around Hughes' shoulder before diving into the zone.
And the 0-1 swinging through a 78 mile per hour pitch is Carson Hughes. Makes it 0-2.
We mentioned that Salin on the other end is throwing mid to high 80s, and Goki's been topping out of the high 70s right now. But when you have like a 12 to 13 mile an hour difference, it looks a lot faster.
And Hughes will get a base hit out towards center field. And so the second hit of the game also goes to Sioux Falls Jefferson, as now a runner on first with 1 away. And that will bring up Boston Bryant, and not Boston Frick, like I initially put in my scorebook out of habit.
I don't know many guys named Boston, so it's easy to get that wrong at the start there. But Bryant looks to be the first lefty, I believe, for the Cavaliers today as well.
And Goki delivers the first pitch. Ball.
We mentioned in the pregame, Bryce, the wind kind of pushing towards right field. Maybe if a lefty can get a hold of a ball. The wind, not much right now, if anything. The smaller flags are flying, with the American flag out in right center field, not moving at all.
Doesn't need to. America.
America, standing tall as always.
And the 1-1 counts. That one's a called strike. Left-hand to bat of Boston Bryant. Goki delivers. Call, striking the breaking ball at 66.
And Bryant now in a 2-strike count. We'll see if he chokes up on the bat a bit, looking to protect. Now, you choke up, you don't get as much power on the ball. That could be double play territory. That's probably on the mind of Yankton here to get out of another inning.
And the 1-2. Goki delivers, gets him reaching on the outside. It's a strikeout. His first of the game. And so now there is 2 away here in the bottom of the second. Brings up Caleb Goodroad, center fielder.
Like I said, I think a double play might have been on the mind, but you're not going to get anybody in Yankton that's upset with a strikeout there for Goki. I believe his first K of the game, second K total, I believe, between the two teams. So third, Salonen has 2 so far in his own right. So a little bit of a pitcher duel here early on, though Jefferson does have a couple base knocks.
And a strike call there, 0-1. And now Goki. Looking over the shoulder and delivering. And chop foul, be 0-2. Rolls slowly to the backstop.
This is Goodroad at the plate, as I believe you mentioned, Bryce. Batting out of the 7 spot, so the 8 hitter, Jackson Dunn, is on deck. And bottom of the order, Ashton Belzer is in the hole, the designated hitter.
And a ball called there. It's 1-2. And now Goki checking over on Carson Hughes. I don't think Hughes is going to take off. And Goki delivering strike 3 called on the outside edge. 2 strikeouts in this inning back-to-back to end it. And so Sioux Falls Jefferson leaves 1 runner on. There were no errors, 1 hit, and no runs. Still no score as we enter the top of inning number 3. And thanks to our broadcast partner, Floor Tech. Whether your home or floor is wet, call Floor Tech, 665-4839, and Sureco, a proud supporter of Yankton sports. When you need to be sure, make it Sureco. Scoreboard update brought to you by SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab. Their number one goal is to make each patient feel at home and know they're truly there to help you live a healthier, pain-free life. It's the go-to place for specialized wellness and therapy. Visit them at SWATChiropracticandRehab.com. Back in 30 seconds.
Buying a home isn't just about real estate. It's about investing in yourself. At the Move Group, we believe the best time to buy is when it makes sense for you. Our expert agents put people before transactions, meaning we listen first, provide honest guidance, and help you make a confident decision. No pressure, no gimmicks. Markets change, but the right home is about more than just numbers. It's about finding the right fit for your life and your future. When you're ready, we're here to help. Contact the Move Group today.
All right, welcome back in here to the Birdcage. Saladin's still on the mound for Sioux Falls Jefferson. It'll be Tate Bestie to lead us off. And how crazy would it be, Brayden, if he waited till the state tournament to start wearing batting gloves?
If he broke the batting gloves out today, first of all, we have to go down there and probably take him out of the game because that's an imposter. Got to ask what he did with Tate Bestie.
Where is he?
What'd you do with the real one? But no, Bestie, no gloves. We'll lead off this half inning, as you mentioned, Bryce. It'll be Bestie, Cirk, Riken. 7, 8, 9 hitters due up for Yankton.
Next few innings, as we do at home, we'll do on the road. Turn over play-by-play to Brayden Butler.
I'm honored. Thank you. Saladin out on the
Don't
mound.
be there forcing me to do it.
It's in the contract.
It's so good.
First pitch of the third inning misses the zone for a ball to Bestie. It's a 1-0 count here from Saladin to lead things off. Saladin so far in this one on the mound, 2 complete innings pitched through 25 pitches across those first 2 innings, had 3 strikeouts. That one misses the zone as well to Bestie. It's a 2-0 count now to the Yankton leadoff man. Saladin comes set. Working out of the stretch here. Bestie looked like he was taken all the way on that one, but it clips the zone for a strike. 2-1 count now to the second baseman. Tate Bestie on the season got a .234 batting average, gets on base at about a rate of .358. 696 OPS, 18 hits, 3 of them for extra bases, including 2 home runs and a triple. That one misses the zone high and goes all the way to the backstop. Makes it a 3-1 count here to Bestie.
Yeah, that one gotta be have the net there, for that reason, I guess.
That's why they put the safety features in.
Not because of the bats, but because of the
somebody in the front row better have a dentist on speed dial if they don't got the net in front of them. The way Saladin's got the heat on that one. 3-1 pitch, misses the zone. Bestie will take ball 4 and first base. His 15th walk drawn in the season. It's the 4th most for the Yankton Bucks. Coming up to the plate next, number 8 in the lineup, number 9 in the positioning, but number 1 in our hearts.
Oh,
there
we did
it
it.
is.
Hey, there you go.
And number 1 on his back. It's Evan Cirk. 270 average for him. Great minds think alike, Bryce Ladwig. 921 OPS. Got a home run and a double so far this season. 6 RBIs, 16 runs scored. He has drawn 20 walks, which is a team high. Also tied for the team lead in steals with 13 on the year. It's an 0-1 count here.
Perfect opportunity for your first career home run. I'm just saying it's about everyone that doesn't have one.
Oh, according to the stats, Cirk has one this year.
Oh, wait.
He must have had maybe an inside the Parker somewhere. Yeah. He looks like he's showing bunt here. Third baseman creeping in for it. Cirk pops it up over everyone's head. That's a souvenir. A couple of videographers taking in the game here. Had to duck out of the way. If a ball gets hit up here, Bryce, I'm behind the glass, but you're kind of in the open right there.
I am.
Keep your head on a swivel. That one left high to Cirk for a ball. It's a 1-2 count now. Another thing about Cirk's stats, not as large of a sample size as the other guy, also a track star. So I had to split time between baseball and track here in the spring season. State track next week. If I remember right, Cirk's qualified for couple events. I believe that full list will be out this week officially. Foul ball back in the net makes it a 1-2 count for him. It's just getting state tournament time for a lot of spring sports. I know Bucks tennis at the state tournament today. Had a couple guys who were competing for state championships, as that one misses away for a ball. If I remember right, Zach Briggs and Harrison Kraske were still alive for potentially a state title at Flight 1 doubles. We'll have the full results of that tomorrow morning on KYNT. I'll host the morning show, and then obviously next Monday for Totally Yankton as well. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Cirk sent back to the dugout, and that'll bring up Beck Reichen with 1 down in the inning. And top of the order right behind him, it's Gavin Johnson into the on-deck circle.
I feel the air getting a little cooler.
And wind's starting to pick up a little more, too. That's, you ride the edge of potentially a cloud front, but keep knocking on wood. We'll let things go. First pitch to Reichen. Hits the zone for a strike. Got in and out of the glove of the catcher, but able to get back on top of it quickly is Jackson Dunn. Reichen on the season, a 400 hitter. You don't usually see that high of a batting average from your 9 spot, but 22 hits on the air and a .522 on-base percentage for Reichen as well. In a similar vein to Sam Goki as he takes strike 2, also a great pitcher on the mound. Goki and Reichen have been the head of the snake, so to speak, for this deep pitching lineup for Yankton. The 0-2, and he takes it looking for strike 3. Reichen sat down via the punch-out. It's another K for Everett Salonen on the mound, and that brings up Gavin Johnson.
Well, Salonen's had, going back into the second inning, a strikeout, walk, strikeout, strikeout. So he's really not allowing a lot of contact. As you mentioned, no contact being allowed and predominantly finding his spot. Did have that one walk, but now up to 39 pitches on the day, too. So being fairly efficient here through 2 2/3. Johnson sends this one up the elevator shaft. Dunn getting underneath of it, just in foul territory, and he will glove it for the out. One catcher pops out to the other, and that is how we end the top of inning number 3. No hits, no runs, no errors. 1 runner gets left on base. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. This inning break is brought to you by Rise Fuel. Gives you the power to push harder, go faster, and perform better. Unleash your fuel your potential. Unleash your potential and fuel your ambition with Rise Fuel. I get it backwards sometimes, but I digress. We also got a couple of sportscaster partners to help make this broadcast possible, including First Chiropractic Center, making life better, one adjustment at a time. Located at 2507 Fox Run Parkway in Yankton. And State Farm, Roy Wilcox. He's been helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. State Farm, Roy Wilcox will help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. Back in 30 seconds.
You asked, and we listened. The Hy-Vee Market Grill is serving up a new menu full of everything you've been craving. Start your day right with our brioche French toast, plus a side of our favorite golden hash browns. Yes, that's right, they're back. Plus, add some bold flavor to your next meal with our Rise and Shine burger or a plate of wings. Whether you're looking for weekend brunch or an easy weeknight meal, stop by the Hy-Vee Market Grill to grab something tasty for the whole family.
Welcome back in here on KYNT and KYNTV. Bottom of inning number 3. The Jefferson Bats back to the plate here in a tied-up ball game, 0-0 through the first 2.5 innings. Leading off this half inning will be the catcher, Jackson Dunn. He's the 8-spot hitter. 9-hole hitter, Ashton Balzer on deck. And then top of the order, Brody Jacobson is in the hole. That's a 3-batter minimum as the first pitch swung on and missed for strike 1 from Goki to Dunn. Second pitch swung on and missed as well. Strike 2, Goki firing him past Dunn early here. That one at 78.
Wrong sport.
Wrong sport. Football's around the corner, Bryce. Don't get too far ahead of yourself.
I just have that as my alarm for anything that happens.
Here's the 1-2 after the last pitch missed for a ball. On the ground, right side of the infield, scooped up by Bestie. Had to go to the turf to get it, but fires across in time to Feezer for out number 1. A 4-3 put out is how we get things rolling in the bottom of the third.
Nice job on Bestie for kind of lose control, but just regain it, remaining his composure. And it's going to show that leadership there on the infield.
Ashton Boutzer to the plate, the final man to not record an at-bat yet today. This means all 18 players in the batting lineups for both teams have come to the plate now. First pitch passed him for a strike. It is 0-1. That one just missed the zone. It's a 1-1 count now to the designated hitter. Top of the order, Brody Jacobson on deck. Kason Mediger in the hole. One down in the inning. No guarantee Mediger comes to the plate, but that pitch misses as well for a ball. It's a 2-1 count now to Balzer. Balzer takes that one for a strike. 2-2. Balzer just staying disciplined at the plate right now. Calculated the data from Sam Goki, but the data reads strikeout after that one. Balzer set back to the dugout with a punch out on a 2-2 pitch from Sam Goki. Brings up the top of the order with Brody Jacobson.
Not Jackson, as I said in bottom of the first.
The lineups were given, they're photocopied, so it did look a little, what's saying here, faint. The writing was a little faint. Sometimes how it works with copiers, but we did get it figured out.
Yeah, you looked over at me and said, it's not Jackson.
And that's only because I had I also had Jackson written down. That's only because Game Changer was up on the iPad over here. Here's a shot to left field, but snagged at third base by Beck Reichen. Web Jim. Da-na-na, da-na-na. That does it for inning number 3. No hits, no runs, no errors, nobody left on base. 3 up, 3 down, go the Cavaliers. We head to the top of inning number 4 in a 0-0 ball game. That scoreboard update brought to you by SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab. They're the go-to place for specialized wellness and therapy. Visit them at swatchiropracticandrehab.com.
Thanks to our broadcast partners, Pizza Ranch, for legendary chicken and the best pizza. It's Yankton Pizza Ranch. It's on Broadway. You can call 665-1222. And Stockman's Motorsports, your local Polaris dealer with a full lineup of Rangers and Sportsmans ready to get you in the fields, in the woods, or wherever you'd like to go. Stockman's Motorsports, back in 30 seconds.
I love 1919 root beer. It's the best over a big scoop of vanilla ice cream. My favorite is just ice cold 1919 poured over crunchy ice. It's so refreshing. It's the creamiest root beer ever.
1919 root beer is the perfect treat, brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients. It's the creamiest, full-bodied, alcohol and caffeine-free draft root beer available. It's a taste tradition since, well, 1919.
Welcome back in on KYNT and KYNTV audio simulcasting on YouTube or Roku and Apple TV devices as well. However you watch KYNTV, live streaming on Facebook. Anything else that I don't know about that we're streaming on, Bryce, off the top of my head?
No.
All right, cool. We haven't figured out how to use a messenger pigeon to get you your results yet, but we got our best and our brightest on it.
Cutting into Brayden's salary.
Not a lot of pie to take, but it's
Pigeons
okay.
are expensive, man.
What do you mean the pigeon gets paid more than me? It's the top of inning number 4 here on KYNT and KYNTV. Leading off this half inning is Matthew Sheldon, the designated hitter. 0 for 1 on the day for Sheldon. Sam Goki on deck. Owen was Sean in the hole, the cleanup man. That's your 3-batter minimum for the Bucks in this half inning. Solonen still working well on the mound. Hasn't even given up a hit yet to Yankton. That one misses low. Back-to-back balls make it 2-0 count to the designated hitter for Yankton, Matthew Sheldon. We mentioned it earlier on, but Harrisburg won the opening game today. They will play the winner of this game in the first game tomorrow, as that one's in there for a strike to Matthew Sheldon. 2-1 is your count. Harrisburg team is sat behind home plate here, pretty far up, but behind home plate, getting some scouting in for this one. Sheldon comes set on the box. Solonin set on the mound. Here's the 2-1. He'll kick and deal. And up and drifting back over our heads, out of play.
I would have gotten that.
Almost did. Go-Go Gadget extendo arm.
Good movie.
I think we talked about Inspector Gadget on one of the broadcasts this year.
There's not much we haven't talked about.
True. Here's the 2-2 to Sheldon. Outside for a ball. Count goes full. Gets past the glove of Dunn as well, as that was in the left-handed batter's box. Owen Washon to save the day. We'll pick that ball up from behind home plate. He is currently in the hole, is Washon. Payoff pitch. On its way from Solonin. And it misses the zone for a walk. Work the count full and then gets first base for free. Matthew Sheldon is on with nobody out to lead things off here in the top of inning number 4.
Yankton has had a runner on. I want to say in 2 of the 3. Let me see. Not that one. Well, I guess just the last one. Never mind.
Yeah, back-to-back innings getting a runner on, though. After 3 up, 3 down to start things in the opening 2, they're trying to get to Solonin a little bit. Only walks so far, though. No hits for this Bucks lineup. First pitch misses from Solonin. 1-0 count in the pitcher duel part 2 as Sam Goki steps into the batter's box.
PDP2.
That sounds like a droid in Star Wars.
C-3PO's cousin.
Here's the 1-0. Outside for a ball. 2-0 count now to Goki. It's the main character of one of those 17 spin-off series because Disney keeps beating the dead horse. That was a joke. Please don't come after me, Mouse. Here's the 2-0 from Solonin. That one's in there for a strike. Hits the zone. It's a 2-1 count now to Sam Goki. Matthew Sheldon on first base. Owen Washon, the shortstop, is on deck with Easton Fieser in the hole. Nobody out in the inning after Sheldon got the leadoff walk. Solonin comes set. No wheel and deal. Goki starts to go around. They say he went around. That's strike 2. 2-2 count now. Solonin got him to bite on that one. Goki got to protect, but doesn't want to have weak contact and ground into a double play either with Sheldon on first. Only second base runner of the game for Yankton. He will swing through that one and miss, though, for strike number 3. Solonin wins this battle with another punch-out. And that brings up Owen Washon, the shortstop. 1 down in the inning with a runner on first. Washon 0 for 1 on the day. That's the 6th strikeout of the game for Everett Solonin, too. He has been dialed in to start things here. It is just the top of inning number 4. That one bounces in the left-handed batter's box. It's a 1-0 count now to Washon. Solonin getting the sign from his catcher Dunn. Likes what he sees as he comes set. Sheldon leading off at first still. Leadoff walk got him on the base paths. That one missing the zone as well. 86 on the gun. Makes it a 2-0 count, though, as it didn't clip the strike zone. Now, some fans of other teams like to get places early, Bryce. A couple Rapid City Stevens fans walking in now. Big weekend of baseball here at Sioux Falls Stadium. Everybody gets at least one game, but you'd love to make it to Saturday. The 2-0 to Washon. He takes that one as well for ball 3. So 3-0 count. We'll see if Washon has a green light or if it's red all the way. It is red all the way. That almost clipped him inside for a ball. 4-pitch walk puts 2 runners on for Yankton. Still no hits for the Bucks, but be a great time to get there first as Easton Fieser comes to the plate. Fieser, the first baseman, 0 for 1 to start things here.
Is this the first player for either team to reach second?
Yes.
Yeah.
Closest any team's got so far was the double play ball. Yankton forced in either in the first or second inning. Here's a bit of a mound visit here. Mound visits brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Be the wiser. Go with Kaiser. It's Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. Looks like they're going to get a courtesy runner out of the dugout here for Yankton as well. A little more speed on the base paths. Not saying Matthew Sheldon is slow by any means, but Carter Boomsma coming out to run for Sheldon here on second base.
Sheldon, that was Brayden, not me.
I literally said not slow by any means.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And Feeser sends this one into right field. It is down. They are going to send Boomsma home. There's going to be a play at the plate, bouncing into Dunn. Slides in safe, however. It is the first run of the game, a big RBI single for Easton Feeser, and it moves the lead runner to third as well. Yankton's got runners at the corners. They got their first hit, and they got a 1-0 lead here in the top of the fourth.
Well, that'll do it right there. Easton Feeser cracking open the seal for Yankton, and now runners at the corners, as you mentioned, Brayden. See if Yankton can keep riding this momentum.
One of the more satisfying cracks you can have on a Friday afternoon. Out of the plate comes Trey Sager. Takes first pitch high for a ball, and we'll see if that shakes the confidence a little bit. Salonen had been cruising through the first 3 innings, but a couple walks, and now that RBI single. Second run only 90 feet away as well, so if Sager's able to put one, even a fly ball to the outfield, could score with Sean from third. That one hits the zone. Sager not happy about it, either with the pitch or with himself. Hard to tell from our position, but it's a 1-2 count now to the left fielder. Only one down in the inning. Sager might look to be protecting the zone here. Third baseman playing close. Sager can poke it over his head. Another run will score. And that one, they're going to say, because a runner on first can't run on the drop third strike. So that'll be a punch out for Trey Sager. Salonen, I believe that's his 7th of the game. He has been dealing, to say the least, as Everett Salonen. Giving up 1 run, only 1 hit. Tate Bestie to the dish with the second run 90 feet away. 2 down in the inning. Salonen, first pitch. Bestie sends this one out into right field. It's a bit of an arc out to the right fielder, and that is gloved for out number 3. That's Mason Payne out there in right, ending the inning, but some damage done. A couple runners do get stranded on the base paths. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. 2 runners get left on base. We head to the bottom of inning number 4. This inning break is brought to you by Rise Fuel. Use the power to push harder, go faster, and perform better. Fuel your ambition and unleash your potential with Rise Fuel.
Also thanks to Truxedo, a real truck company. Search Truxedo on Google to learn more. And the Fox Stop. For all your daily convenience and fuel needs, make a stop at the Fox Stop, serving breakfast and lunch daily, including personal size Godfather's Pizzas, 1316 West 30th Street in Yankton. Back in 30 seconds.
The Boathouse is for everyone. Axe throwing, mini bowling, shuffleboard, beanbag, golf, pool, and darts. Plus awesome food and drinks with lots of cold craft beers and other beverages. Some say the Boathouse is the most fun you can have on land. Trivia on Tuesday nights, music bingo on Wednesdays with live music on Friday night. This is downtown Yankton's fun gathering place for all ages. If you can't be on the boat or at a Bucks or Gazelles game, then it's the Boathouse.
Welcome back. In the bottom of inning number 4, this is Class A State Tournament quarterfinal baseball between the 5th-seeded Yankton Bucks and the 4th-seeded Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers. The Bucks take a 1-0 lead in the top of the 4th. Jefferson trying to answer this one in foul territory. Feeser giving chase, but it's going to end up in the stands for strike 1. Kason Mediger leading off this half inning. Singled back in the first inning, but then a double play. He was a part of that. As Noah Kinsey on deck. And then Mason Payne in the hole. Another one on the ground. This one on the ground to the right side of the infield. Up with it is Bestie. He fires to first in time. 4-3 put out. Easton Feeser gloves it to secure it. One down in the inning now for Noah Kinsey, the third baseman.
He grounded into that 4-6-3 double play back in the first. Probably the biggest defensive moment for the Bucks in this game.
Especially, look back to that moment. You go 3 up, 3 down to start things. Second batter of the game for Jefferson gets on base with a single. That's a crucial moment early on. That double play settled the nerves a little bit, kept things knotted up at 0. And now, Yankton leads by 1 here in the 4th inning. It is a 2-0 count to start things here to Kinsey. 2 pitches, both missing outside the zone. Here's the 2-0 from Goki. That one misses the zone as well. And in a 3-0 count, we'll see if Kinsey has a green light to swing away if it's an easy pitch. That one almost clips him. A 4-pitch walk will put Kinsey on first base and bring up Mason Payne. Payne, the right fielder for Sioux Falls Jefferson. 0 for 1 so far in this one. That one bounces for Goki, and that's 5 straight balls here thrown by Sam Goki. Here's the 1-0. This one sent into center field. Nelson trying to get underneath of it, but he's going to let it one hop to him, play it safe. Runners move station to station. They got first and second now for the Cavaliers with 1 down in the inning. After that base knock from Mason Payne brings up the 5-spot hitter, the first baseman, Carson Hughes.
Yep, solid hitting right there. And right now, of course, that little quick mound visit from Gavin Johnson to Goki, just trying to settle down those nerves a little bit, maybe. Could also be because he's gone through the lineup once, you know? They've seen him now.
Yeah, they have seen him, and that can affect how not only batters approach at-bats, but now pitchers have to switch up their tactics at times as well. That might be what Johnson's talking about, too.
All gas, no brakes, Goki. There's your adjustment.
Could also, I mean, not a lot of runners have been to second base so far. Could be thinking about maybe alternate signs for something. You don't want anybody picking up on your signs out there at second base. It's a 1-0 count from Goki. That one's in there for a strike to Hughes. It's a 1-1 count now out of the Cavalier first baseman. Boston Bryant on deck and Caleb Goodroad in the hole. It's 5, 6, 7 at the plate, on deck and in the hole for Sioux Falls Jefferson. Here's the 1-1 from Goki. Outside for a ball. A 2-1 count now. Couldn't get Hughes to chase. Goki taking his time, being deliberate on the mound. He'll fire home in the 2-1. Hughes, little short pop, lands behind the pitcher in no man's land, and that's going to put runners on every bag. Tough play for Bestie to make. Don't know if he would have got it to first in time, even if he fielded it cleanly. And that is now a bases-loaded situation with 1 down in the inning here for Sioux Falls Jefferson. They could take the lead right back and more, or they can tie this game up again and more with 1 swing of the bat. We're going to get a mound visit here from head coach Drew Lawrence. Mound visits brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Be the wiser, go with Kaiser. It's Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. Looks like no move to change who's on the mound right now. Goki's been pitching very well, just finds himself in a trouble spot here in the 4th inning.
Brayden, I do want to mention the foul balls today are brought to you by Midwest Insurance Agency. If the ball hits the windshield, the driver will wish they had seen Travis and Whitney Devine at Midwest Insurance. They can help you find auto insurance for your windshield, your farm, and more serious auto and home insurance needs today. Call today to set up an appointment, 665-2389, or visit MidwestInsuranceYankton.com. I don't think we had to worry about that. We had to park pretty far away because some people don't know how to park.
A couple people double parked.
No big deal.
I guess it works if you don't want door dings, but it does not work if you want me to think you're a good person.
I had nothing but positive words for them. So,
nothing but positivity. That's Bryce's nickname.
Mr. Positive.
Swung on and missed for strike 1 here with Boston Bryant at the plate. 1 down in the inning. Goki might just be switching into attack mode here. Let the chips fall where they may. Here's the 0-1. This one on the ground in the infield, splits the middle infielders for a base hit. 1 run scores. Nelson up with it, fires home. It's going to go off the glove of Feaser. He was trying to cut it off. 2 runs score, a 2 RBI single, and Sioux Falls Jefferson takes the lead, their first lead of the game. It's 2-1, your score here in the bottom of inning number 4.
Your Yankees have to get out of this inning and just regroup. You got that run earlier, just a 1-run deficit, and just really the whole thing is trying to prevent this from becoming a worse situation than it is.
Yeah, 1-run deficit, that's no deficit's easy to overcome when you're playing a team as good as Sioux Falls Jefferson, but that is the best case scenario right now. Yankton, as you mentioned, hoping to get out, strand these last 2 runners on the base paths. Here it might be. Pitcher goes back to the shortstop with Sean. He is taken out at the ankle, and I think they're going to call the runner at first out too due to runner interference, but Washawn is down. He got taken out with a hard slide into second base. Not something you like to see. Washawn up on his feet, but he is hunched over. I believe they're going to call the batter on first base out too because of runner interference, Bryce. So that will end the inning on a double play, but interesting situation here is we got to think about the health of Owen Washawn. 2 runs do come across and a couple hits, no errors, and 1 runner ends up getting left on base for the Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers. We go to the top of the 5th in a 2-1 ball game. That scoreboard update brought to you by SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab, the go-to place for specialized wellness and therapy.
Also, thanks to our broadcast partner, Buell's Cleaners. For rugs, uniforms, linens, and other cleaning services, go to Buell's in downtown Yankton, 444 West 3rd Street, or call 665-3855. Also, Truxedo, a real truck company. Search Truxedo on Google to learn more. Back in 1 minute.
When the summer heat is on, make sure your cooling system is up to the challenge. Kaiser Heating and Cooling has the right solution for your home or business, whether it's a high-efficiency air conditioner, geothermal system, or reliable heat pump unit. For over 77 years, we've been keeping Yankton cool with expert installation and service. Don't sweat this summer. Stay comfortable all season long with Kaiser Heating and Cooling, Yankton's most trusted heating and cooling professionals.
Oh, Sheboygan, I just can't get you off my mind.
Get ready to grill. Nothing sizzles with flavor like Sheboygan Bratwurst. Slide into your local grocer for a pack of natural casing wieners. Swing into grilling season with Sheboygan sausage, produced with pride right here at Simple Meats in Yankton. It's a home run.
The way you taste is simply divine. I got Sheboygan on my mind. Sheboygan.
Welcome back in here on KYNT and KYNTV. Top of inning number 5, Evan Sirk to lead things off. And Bryce, I was thinking during the break, we've only really called double headers this year. It's weird to think that this is the last 3 innings of our coverage here for the day, no matter what happens.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously, possibly the season. We don't want that, but possibly the season.
You got to keep all avenues open, but that is a road that Yankton hopes to close down here late. 2-1, they trail. Able to get out of the inning after you got a bases loaded situation. 2 runs come across on a 2 RBI single, but you're able to then strand the last guy. You're strand 1 on base. You get the other guy out on base with a double play to end the inning. It's a 1-1 count to Evan Sirk leading things off. It's Sirk, Reichen, and then the top of the order, Johnson, as Sirk pops this one up off the ground, and it's scooped up and flicked over to first for out number 1. A 1-3 put out. Salonen was up with it. Over to Hughes at first. Retires Sirk. That brings Beck Reichen to the plate, the 9-hole hitter, playing third base today for Reichen. We'll see what Salonen has here for the opening pitch. Dunn still behind the plate, sets up. That one misses in the left-handed batter's box and gets past Dunn. 1-0. No, it's a more recent development in the style of catching, Bryce. Going down to one knee. Not a lot of guys stay in a full crouch anymore, even at the major league level. This one's up the elevator shaft, drifting back, and out of play. Lands behind a couple fans, and once again, near the Harrisburg team.
Keeping them busy over there.
Got to keep on your toes. Got to keep the gloves ready. Even though none of them have the gloves on, but, it is what it is. 2-1 count. If that one misses for a ball to Beck Reichen as well. As I was saying, we've seen Gavin Johnson use it more. Catcher's going down to one knee. I believe the theory is it helps you get down to pitches in the dirt a little more, but the drawback to that is pop time for throws down to second base. I think at this level, runners a little slower than at the college or major league levels. You can get away with it a little more, but 3-1 count here to Reichen, and he takes strike two. Count's going to go full to the Yankton third baseman.
But arms of the catchers are also getting stronger as they go on, too, and more accurate.
That's another thing as well. It's all give and take. Baseball is evolving as much as people don't want it to sometimes. Reichen sends this one out. Fly towards the right field bleachers and out of play. Or first baseline bleachers. Count remains full. We'll do a payoff pitch again for Reichen. Sonnen comes set, fires home. That one misses high for a ball. Reichen will take first base on the one-out walk. Johnny Cash playing over the loudspeakers here at Sioux Falls Stadium. The Birdcage, home of the Canaries. That brings the catcher Gavin Johnson to the plate. Matthew Sheldon on deck and Sam Goki in the hole. One down in the inning. Jefferson could end it with a double play. Got to think that's on the forefront of everybody's minds as Yankton trails by one here in the top of the fifth. 2-1 your score. 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors for Jefferson. 1 run on just 1 hit, no errors for Yankton. First pitch strike from Salonen to Johnson.
What's Salonen's pitch count right now?
He is now officially at 72 pitches on the day. So still got a little wiggle room, but at his current pace, I don't believe he'll hit the full 7, but I've been wrong before. Here's the 0-1. Runner takes off. Pitch low in the dirt. Throw down. Not there in time.
Beep, beep.
Reichen slides in safely. And the way Reichen went over the bag, okay, he's fine. The way Reichen went over the bag, he kind of just laid face down in the turf for a little bit. I got worried for a second, but he's popped up fine. He's smiling. 1-1 count. Runner in scoring position. It's the tying run at second now with Reichen. Also takes away the conventional double play ball. Here's the 1-1 to Johnson. And he takes it outside for a ball. 2-1 count now. Salonen set for the 2-1. Fires home. Just misses the zone. 3-1 count now to the Yankton catcher. Johnson been a very disciplined player at the plate this season. Here's the 3-1 to him. And he takes strike 2. Count's going to go full. We'll see if Johnson is passive or aggressive with this at-bat with a full count. Johnson will send this one in the right field, down the outfield line and out of play, actually. It's a tougher angle to track the flight path of the ball with where we're positioned than where we usually are at Riverside Field, but great facility here at Sioux Falls Stadium. Not a bad seat in the house when you're in the Birdcage.
No, not at all. It's a very nice stadium. And just really kind of like just comfy, you know. Not too many seats. Minor league, of course. Just everywhere feels kind of close.
That's the beauty of baseball. It's the way a game was meant to be played. Also, I don't know if it's been picked up on our mics, but literally a bird cage. Birds are everywhere. Obviously, it's outside in early spring, but they got a lot of places they like to hang out here at the Birdcage. This one popped up in the field of play, is drifting towards left center field. Reichen is tagging at second. He's going to head to third. No, he'll put on the brakes and hustle back to second base.
I was going to say, that'd be bold.
Wouldn't be the boldest thing that Yankton's done on the base paths, but definitely in this situation, not the way you would have wanted to potentially end an inning, especially with Matthew Sheldon coming to the plate. Good power bat.
Not the boldest, but probably the most ill-advised.
I'd only say something if it didn't work, but I guess we'll never know. 2-1 your score, 2 down in the inning. Yankton trails by 1 in the top of inning number 5. And Matthew Sheldon at the plate. Give you an idea of what he's done in a limited time this season. Sheldon only 10 games played all year. But at that time, a .433 batting average, 13 hits, 7 RBIs, and 12 runs scored. He's also drawn 7 walks. First pitch to him is in there for a strike. 0-1 count now from Salonen. I believe this will be the 80th pitch of the day. And Sheldon sends it into right field for a base hit. We'll see if they send Reichen from third. They do. Reichen rounding third. Throw in, play at the plate. Not there in time. And Sheldon taking off for second as the ball gets away from the catcher. Done. Another RBI for Yankton. They tie things up at 2. An RBI single. And then on the throw, advancing to second base for Matthew Sheldon.
Yeah, there you go. Yankton ties it up. Remember, we talked about how important it was to get out of that last half inning. They're kind of in a little bit of a jam there, and that's why, keep it as manageable as possible.
It's been a struggle at times today for Yankton to get hits. Only 2 hits, but they've capitalized with 2 runs. They've also capitalized on the free bases they've been getting. A lot of walks drawn as well for Yankton. An error as well on the board for the Cavaliers. First pitch to Sam Goki, misses high for a ball. It's a 1-0 count. Goki, the pitcher on Yankton's end, has struck out twice today, I believe, against Salonen. So the Cavaliers pitcher has his number as of right now, but that can change. Salonen has thrown 81 pitches now, 48 of them for strikes. Make it 82 pitches, and that one misses for a ball, so it's still 48 strikes for him. 20 batters faced as well for Salonen. After no score in the first 3 complete innings, the last 3 half innings have all had a run scored as Sheldon's going to get from second to third. The go-ahead run 90 feet away now for Yankton on that pass ball. And that error, for those wondering, that's on the board for Sioux Falls Jefferson. It goes on that last play. Matthew Sheldon was credited with an RBI single, but an error made on the throw is why Sheldon advanced to second. So that's why there's an error on the board for Sioux Falls Jefferson. And Goki thought that was ball 4, flipped the bat and everything, but it's going to be a 3-1 count, and someone's going to have to give him his twig back. Haven't heard that one before? I guess it's more of a hockey thing, hockey stick. But, multi-sport. Goki was ready to walk to first again, but didn't toss it this time. So
his twig.
He still keeps the composite material, aluminum, whatever these bats are made out of. It's a full count now for Goki with 2 down in the inning. He's thought he's walked the last 2 pitches. That can shake the mindset. We'll see how he attacks this pitch. It's a chopper back to Salonen, gets past Salonen in no man's land. Shortstop up with it, over to Hughes. In time at first. Good stretch from Hughes, saves the play. Goki almost beat it out, but we are going to go to the bottom of the 5th in a tied ball game. 2-2 your score. 1 run on 1 hit and 1 error. 1 runner gets left on base. This inning break is brought to you by Rise Fuel. Fuel your ambition and unleash your potential with Rise Fuel.
Also a broadcast partner, MT&RC Smith Insurance, an independent insurance agency offering you a variety of products for your individual, family, and business needs. 204 West 4th Street in Yankton, or call 665-3611. And Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. Located at 2701 Fox Run Parkway in Yankton, or call 665-2020. Back in 1 minute.
Look at all the pictures of the resort you'd stay in every year. All you need to do is pay reasonable maintenance fees once a year. With any contract that you're signing, read and understand everything. What happens if you cancel? Can you get out of this contract? If you feel pushed into signing the contract, you need to stop and take a step back. If you have questions, contact the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
FM 1021 and AM 1450 KYNT Yankton.
Summer's here. Now's the time to shift into gear. Explorers Credit Union's the place to go. With discounted auto loan rates that steal the show. 1% cash back, take the ride. Rates as low as 3.99 APY. Cruise into savings, take the ride. Terms and restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA. Explorers Credit Union. Join the drive today.
Got infield choppers. We come back to live action. Reichen fires across the diamond. Good scoop at first in time by Easton Fieser. Leadoff batter is retired to start the bottom of inning number 5. That was Jackson Dunn who led things off. Ashton Baltzer steps up to the plate with Brody Jacobson on deck, completing the 3-batter minimum this half inning for the Cavaliers. We're all tied up at 2 here in the bottom of the 5th after all 4 runs in this game have come in the last 3 half innings. 2 in the bottom of the 4th for Sioux Falls Jefferson, 1 in the top of the 4th and top of the 5th for Yankton. Winner of this game faces Harrisburg in the first game tomorrow. The winner of that one advances the state championship, but you never count the chickens before they hatch. It's an 0-2 count here to Baltzer after back-to-back strikes for Sam Goki going into his 5th inning of work. Couldn't get Baltzer to chase here, but it is a pitcher's count, so expect him to dance around the zone a little bit. This one chopped foul, so we'll re-rack everybody, but it's still a 1-2 count. Goki steps off for a minute to wipe his hands. Now he's back to it. Into his windup. He'll wheel and deal. A chopper, this one in the infield. Goki scoops it up. Nobody's covering first, so Goki's going to make the run all the way. 1 unassisted. Sam Goki with the 2nd out of the inning. Brings up the top of the order with Brody Jacobson.
Not Jackson.
Jacobson takes the first pitch for a ball, bounces off the chest of Johnson, but a good block. Blocks behind the plate brought to you by H&R Block, open year-round, providing bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services. They are located in the Yankton Plaza. As this one is sent out to right field, that one's going to be near the foul line and just foul. That's where the bleachers kind of get in our way, or where the stands kind of get in our way here in that corner, so I had to wait for the umpire's ruling, but just foul down that right field line. Yankton is shifted quite a ways here. Sager in left field playing a lot closer to the line than Sirk is in right field. I guess you're going to leave a lot of ground to cover. It's a guy like Sirk has a lot of speed. Another one down the right field line out of play. 2-2 ball game here. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error so far for Sioux Falls Jefferson. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for Yankton. Here's the 1-2. Misses low for a ball. 2-2 count now. Goki now at 57 pitches. This one chopped in the infield. Goki's going to come up with it. He'll fire across. 1 hop to Fieser, but Jacobson just beats it out. Infield single there for Brody Jacobson. Puts a 2-out runner on for the Cavaliers. That brings up Kaysen Mediger. Mediger 1 for 2 in this one. First hit of the game for either team, if my memory serves me correctly, was then caught up in a double play. Goki sends this in. Mediger hard on the ground to the shortstop with Sean. Over to second in time. A 6'4 fielder's choice in things. Good to see with Sean still out there in the field. We mentioned him getting tangled up recently on a hard slide into second base. But no runs come across. 1 hit, no errors. 1 runner gets stranded on the base paths. We go to the top of inning number 6 in a 2-2 ball game. That scoreboard update brought to you by SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab, the go-to place for specialized wellness and therapy. Visit them at swatchiropracticandrehab.com. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have Bryce Ladwig in the top of inning number 6. This is Yankton Bucks Baseball, KYNT, KYNTV. We're back in 1 minute.
Looking for fuel or more? Stop by Triple Time Rudy's, your locally owned convenience store at 17th and Broadway. At Triple Time Rudy's, they're proud to support the community, offering fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers and backing local activities and events. Inside, you'll discover regional favorites like Dimmick Cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. Whether it's a quick snack, a tank of top-quality fuel, or a taste of local goodness, Triple Time Rudy's, fueling your day, fueling the community.
The mission of State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. Hi, I'm Roy Wilcox with State Farm Insurance. We have been helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. No matter where you are in life, we're here to help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. Give me a call or stop by anytime.
Call Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance today, 665-7140. Find more at roywilcox.com.
New arm out of the pen to start the 6th here for Sioux Falls Jefferson. It'll be Kyler Boyd towing the rubber to start things off here in the 6th. Then, speaking of changes made in the 6th, got to call in Bryce Ladwig to bring us back down the home stretch.
Hi, Mom. All right, thank you, Brayden. And hey, what was Goki's final on-air production stat?
6'4 fielder's choice.
Thank you. All right. That brings up Owen with Sean. Sean had a kind of a collision there and a slide back in the 4th, I want to say.
Oh, excuse me. You meant Goki's final out his last at-bat.
Yes.
That was a 6'3 put out. My apologies.
Okay, thank you. All right. But yeah, when did Sean get dinged up a little bit on the slide? Was that back in the 4th?
It was a inning-ending double play. I want to say it was the bottom of the 4th, yes.
Yeah, and right now he has a 1-1 count. Kyler Boyd on the mound. And the 1-1 misses in the outside. And when you get a chance, Brayden, let's hear Everett Solinen's final stats.
5 innings pitched for Solinen, 86 pitches, 51 of them for strikes. He faced 21 batters. Gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 7 strikeouts, and 4 walks.
It's a pretty good day right there. And it's a 3-1 count now to Wishon. As Yankton now has to figure out Boyd on the mound. But Solinen was someone, even once you figure him out, it's still hard to hit. So we'll see here, the 3-1 to Wishon. And Wishon lifts this one foul, and Wishon tries to take out a spectator here at the Birdcage. And it's a 3-2 count.
It's right in front of the main box, too. That could be somebody with the High School Baseball Association who will put this thing on. You never know. Thing with it being 2-2 as well, Solinen pitched really well. Won't factor into the decision at all, whether Jefferson comes back and takes the lead.
Payoff pitch to Hopper over to Jacobson. Jacobson throws over to Hughes in time. 1 away here, Brayden, to open up the top of the 6th.
And one shortstop grounding out to another to lead things off. But Easton Fieser drove in 1 of the 2 runs so far in this one. And he's got the pop to bring himself all the way around the bases, even here at a minor league ballpark, an MLB partner league here for the Sioux Falls Canaries.
Is it a partner league?
A sign in right center field says so. That's all I was going off of.
Oh, because I know they're independent, but I don't know. Either way, it's a 1-0 count to Easton Fieser.
Something's lying to me, either the sign or I don't know.
It must be kind of a new concept. And a ground over to second, and a nice reach out from Mediger. Dove towards center field, nabbed it, and gets Fieser on a close play at first.
Kyler Boyd been good so far, inducing contact to the middle infield, letting his guys make plays behind him, but that was a great play at second by Mediger. Above and beyond the usual play necessary at second base.
We have rain starting here, Brayden.
Well, it is the 6th inning, so
hurry up! I'm joking. And at the plate now, we have Trey Sager. A couple strikeouts here today, trying to change that.
Yeah, Yankton's lineup top to bottom has been held to just 2 hits. 7 strikeouts as a team. As you mentioned, Sager's got 2 of them.
And the 1-0 delivered, called strikes, 1-1.
Somebody thinks they're really cool on the road out back.
What do you mean thinks they're cool?
just rev up my engine real quick as I drive by this baseball
That's
stadium.
that straight up means you're cool. That's all that means. And a 1-1 hit foul toward the Jefferson dugout, brings it to 1-2.
Did sound like that car had some aftermarket parts on it, so money's been put into that ride.
And I'm going to cut off my exhaust pipe. That's going to make me so cool.
I'll get all the neighbors talking, for better or worse.
Let's get rid of my muffler. So 1-2.
Someone's muffler fell off their truck on Broadway in front of me one time. I almost hit it. It's back when I had the Cobalt.
Well, that's okay then.
That's the old car.
That's the old car.
We don't talk about that one.
All right, count still 1-2. Trey Sager. Kyler Boyd on the mound, delivers, and then it's a ball, and umpires do not like when you do that, Kyler Boyd.
There's been a lot of close. We've seen it from both ends of the spectrum here. This is the second time that multiple Jefferson players have thought that's a strike 3 called to end the inning. And remember back to Sam Gokey's at bat not too long ago. Not once but twice thought he had ball 4, but didn't get the call.
And started motioning toward the dugout, but he gets it this time. Strike 3. Sager swings through a hat trick for Trey Sager, and not the kind you want. As he has 3 strikeouts on the day. That ends the top of the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base here in the top of inning number 6. And inning breaks are brought to you by Rise Fuel. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
A local business owner came into the UPS store with a large shipment of products for his online store. While they packed everything securely, he asked if they could also handle the international shipping. The answer? Of course they can. For over 9 years, the UPS store in Yankton has been helping business owners with both their printing and shipping needs. Whether you're sending a package across town or across the globe, they've got you covered. So stop by the UPS store in Yankton and ask them about their shipping services or current print specials.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Noah Kenzie will lead us off here in the bottom of the 6th, but we have Beck Reichen on the mound as we'll get a pitch in, and then I'll get some stats from you. Brayden as a first pitch, misses inside for a ball. And it's Beck Reichen, and then when you get a chance, give me Joe Gokey. I did it, wow. Sam Gokey's final stats.
I have Gokey's final stats up first, so we'll start there. 5 innings
Do what
pitched,
you want then.
6
Don't
hits, 2 runs, both 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts for Gokey on 59 pitches, 41 of them for strikes. And just housekeeping out in the field as well. It was a straight swap between Gokey and Reichen. So Reichen comes into pitch, Gokey goes to third base. I'll get those season stats pulled up for Beck Reichen here in a moment.
Convenient. And the 2-1 misses right there, 3-1 count.
Reichen had a team high coming into today, 41 2/3 innings pitched across 8 games, 7 of them starts, a 7-0 record.
And 2 upper over to Gokey, his new position at third, and a soft toss across the diamond. I don't know what happened there. His Feeser couldn't scoop it up, so 2 things are very odd. Gokey, who surefire arm from Sam Gokey, kind of just lobbed that one across the diamond. I don't know if he started losing control of the baseball maybe. He just wanted to make sure he had somewhat of an accurate throw. So that was odd number 1. And the odd number 2 of Brayden is Feeser not being able to scoop it over there. I think maybe he was expecting a lot harder throw.
I wonder if Gokey's factors in his arm's tired. That's
Yeah.
a long throw over from third. He's already thrown at a high level over 50 pitches, almost 60 pitches. That might lead to a reshuffling of the infield here, depending on Gokey's health at third base, or fatigue, I should say, out of his right arm over there at third base, because this is an uncharacteristic throw from him, to say the least. Runner does get on the error, but finishing out Beck Reichen's season stats, across his 8 games, he's given up 8 runs, 3 of them earned. He's got a .504 ERA, a .912 WHIP. He stranded 31 runners on base, and he has second on the team in strikeouts with 37 issued this season.
How many walks and strikeouts did Goki have? I didn't catch those.
And they're going to take Goki out of the game here, I think, entirely. So something that worrying to see, but hopefully everything's okay. This is just giving him some extra rest because...
Yeah, you're hoping maybe he's just kind of maybe not feeling the absolute best. They're like, well, why are we going to risk having you out here kind of situation? So hopefully, and we'll see. Walks and strikeouts for Goki again.
Yeah, a final call for Goki again during his time on the mound. He had 3 strikeouts to just 1 walk issued.
Thank you.
And with the changes being made, coming into the field for Yankton is number 9, Brennan Gilmore. We'll see where he plays, where they shuffle guys around, and they're going to move guys just kind of to the left. So second base, Tate Bestie goes to short. Shortstop, Owen Washon goes to third. And then Brennan Gilmore slides in at second base.
All right. Thank you, Brayden.
Assuming
runner on first, and up is Mason Payne, a line down to center field and a single so far in the game.
Assumedly so, Gilmore will hit for Goki as well.
High chopper. Fees reaches out for it, covering the bag. Reichen and stumbles with the ball, but he holds on to it. And then they're going to get the tag out. So unaware base running from Sioux Falls Jefferson costs them another out. Break that one down, Brayden.
I almost wonder if running from first to second, Kinsey thought it was caught in the air or something, because he started just to casually walk back to the first base bag. I don't know what a call was out in the field that caused him to walk back to the bag or back to the dugout, but no matter how you cut it there, another out, double play, unconventionally so, for Yankton.
So I'm just going to put G3 double play. So that brings up Carson Hughes, the big bat. An 0-1 count. As hits this one over to short, and now up with Bestie. He gets the out over at first, so a 6-3 put out. Very odd sequence there, but Yankton will take it as that ends the 6th inning, still tied up at 2 in that half inning. No runs and no hits, 1 error, and no runners are left on base. Scoreboard update is brought to you by SWAT, Chiropractic, and Rehab. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is the Class A Baseball State Tournament in a tie game here at the Birdcage.
Get out, get active, and explore Yankton together. It's Yankton Medical Clinic's Where's the Y Guy Challenge, with exciting news and weekly prizes. Yankton Medical Clinic is promoting preventative health with a community adventure that's all about wellness, fun, and local discovery. If you missed the first few weeks, there's still time to play along. For every week you post a selfie with the Y Guy at its current location, you could win $50 in Yankton Thrive Bucks. Follow Yankton Medical Clinic on Facebook for all contest clues and information. Happy hunting!
Isn't it great when things work how they should? Like the award-winning free checking from FNBO. No monthly fees, no minimums, and no overdraft fees, ever. Online, in the app, on the go, or down the street. You be you, and we'll make it easy to bank your way and manage your account. Here's to simple, flexible, and free. Here's to checking that works the way you want it to. Visit FNBO.com to learn more or stop on by. FNBO Free Checking. Member FDIC.
All right, welcome back into the Birdcage as Yankton begins their top of the 7th at-bats. Tate Bestie, who got the final out there in the last half inning, is at the plate. And sends this one out toward right field, and working his way under it is Payne, right in front of the warning track, and grabs it for the first out. When you're not familiar with the stadium, every long fly ball feels like it's going to leave, you know?
And the dimensions are different here than they are at Riverside. It's 410 to dead center, a lot bigger outfield, but down that right field line, that was fairly close to the wall. A good pop there from Bestie, but it ends up just being allowed out number 1.
Brings up Evan Cirque, strikeout and a ground out to the pitcher today. And takes the ball there to open things up. Yankton looking to get the go-ahead run in and then hold on to the bottom of the 7th. The 1-0. Called strike, 1-1.
This is Kyler Boyd in the mound. Came in relief of Everett Solomon back in the 6th inning.
You're still buying dinner, right?
For myself, maybe.
And the 1-1. Pitch misses high. 2-1 count to Evan Sirk.
I can't even guarantee I'm going to buy dinner for myself today, Bryce. So
Think we could finagle James to buy us dinner?
No, probably not.
And the 2-1. And that one just misses the inside portion of the plate. Brings the count to 3-1 to Sirk.
We're not the most convincing gentlemen here, Bryce, I don't believe.
Please.
Just come over to like Tiny Tim. Oh, please,
Let's have Kirby bring her sad eyes. And the 3-1. Call strike. Brings the count full to Sirk. We have one away here in the top of the 7th. Tied up at 2. And Boyd. The payoff pitch. Called strike 3, and Sirk will be sent back to the dugout. There's 2 away here in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, Boyd's been pitching well out of the pen here, trying to shut things down for the Cavaliers. Wants to keep it tied, so a walk-off scenario in the bottom half of this inning, but Beck Reichen in the top of the order, 2 outs. They could still change that. We've seen crazier things happen this season with the Bucks bats.
And Beck Reichen trying to flip the order here. Takes a strike on the outside, 0-1. Getting a little chilly and the lightest of rain out here. Like the lightest. I say that in 2 minutes from now. It's just going to be a torrential
It's a
downpour.
monsoon. I can't see third base.
0-2 now, the count to Beck Reichen. But you're right, Boyd's come in, has done a really nice job out of the bullpen. Just really continuing from what Saladin was doing.
You know what's funny, Bryce, is like this kind of weather you learn a lot about people because you have people who got their hoods up, they got their jackets on, and then there's a kid over there in tank top and shorts.
The 0-2 lifted, and
I think that went off the antenna they have outside the main press box. That was almost an expensive foul ball.
Beck Reichen doesn't like that antenna. We'll try the 0-2 again. And reaching for that one is Beck Reichen. It's a drop third strike. The hustle down to first won't matter. That's the 3rd out. We go to the bottom half of inning number 7. Sioux Falls Jefferson can walk this off to go to the semifinals, or Yankton can force extra innings here at the Birdcage. We'll be back after 1 minute. This inning break is brought to you by Rise Fuel.
Are you on track to retire? I'm Adam Walter, a certified financial planner with Vantage Financial, born and raised in Yankton, South Dakota. My team and I pride ourselves on building trust through clear, honest advice tailored to your unique goals. From retirement planning to smart tax strategies, we'll create a personalized plan to help you feel confident and secure about your financial future. Visit vfplanning.com or search Adam Walter Vantage Financial to schedule a 15-minute call today.
Vantage Financial Partners is a registered investment advisor. SEC registration does not constitute an endorsement of Vantage by the SEC, nor does it indicate that Vantage has attained a particular level of skill or ability.
Scratching your head when it comes to choosing health insurance for your company? Don't worry. Health insurance is what we do, and our benefits will grow and expand as your company does. With Avera Health Plans, you can count on competitive premiums and access to a broad network of care, including well-being support and mental health benefits. Our comprehensive business health insurance will make you look like the expert. Just ask your insurance agent or go to averahealthplans.com.
All right, welcome back in here to the Birdcage. And we are at the bottom of the 7th, tied up at 2. Sioux Falls Jefferson, if they can get a run across, will head to the semifinal matchup. If Yankton can get the 3 outs needed before scoring, they will send this thing into extra innings. And at the plate, Boston Bryant. And we'll send this one a foul into the opposing bullpen. They're kind of in the, I don't know, man. We'll have that in our stadium. Entry.
It ends up near the bullpen, yeah, but
Not in the field of play. Not in the field of play, that's for sure. And the 0-1 hit right back up the middle. Base hit for Sioux Falls Jefferson. Boston Bryant. Right over the head of Beck Reichen into center field.
Great day for Boston Bryant for Sioux Falls Jefferson. He's the guy who drove in 2 runs earlier on a 2 RBI single in the 4th inning. In theory, the reason this game is tied up right now with those 2 runs driven in. Don't know how the game would have played out otherwise, and now has a chance to be the winning run and send his team to the semifinals.
Well, Caleb Goodrow to strike out and into a double play in his game so far. Boston Bryant leading off first and showing bunt is Goodrow. Yankton charging in. Bunt is put down, and it will be Brendan Gilmore throwing over to first to Feezer, so they get the surefire out and they advance the runner to second. So a sack bunt, and that will bring up Jackson Dunn.
Yeah, well executed there for Sioux Falls Jefferson, but also defensively for Yankton. You don't make any mistakes. You take the safe play at first, you get the out, but in Jefferson's case, worked exactly how they wanted to. Runner now in scoring position, the winning run in scoring position.
And we have a quick mound visit brought to you by Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Be the wiser and go with Kaiser. Coach Drew Lawrence out there to talk things over with the team, to figure out situational baseball. You know, this is it's pretty tense right now, Brayden. I mean, winning run on second, one out.
I don't know. I don't think anyone's camping out there. It's a high-pressure situation, though, Bryce. You are correct. Even though I'm trying to break that tension.
I hate you so much.
Now, this is where champions are made. I know it's just the state quarterfinals, but these are the kind of games you need to have if you want to be a championship material.
And now Coach Drew Lawrence talking to the home plate umpire. Nice to see Lawrence walking around. So hopefully his mishap in the last time we saw him was not to the extent that it could have been. Mm-hmm. And I'm not a doctor, obviously, clearly you know this, but hopefully to something really like a bad pull or strain.
Yeah, it was an interesting, we'll call it ankle injury, just in general. Kind of encapsulates the whole ankle. There was a bit of a worry at first, but good to see him moving around. It looks like they're going to get a swap out in right field. Evan Sirk's going to come in. Cale Gary is going to go out to right, and he's got a good arm from the mound, so you got to think if there's a ball out there, the entire reason he's out there is so we can try to gun the guy at home.
And hit back right to Beck-Reichen on the mound, throw over to third, and they get the force out over at third. Great heads-up baseball from Yankton. Beck-Reichen really heads-up play, throwing it over to Washawn at third. A great tag applied, 2 away, and Yankton nabs the lead runner.
Coach Drew Lawrence said in the pregame interview, Bryce, defense is going to be the difference maker today. Our defense has been exceptional down the stretch here. It's been something they can lean on, something they can rely on. Heads-up play on the mound there by Beck-Reichen, as you said, just to whip it over to third. Saw that Bryant maybe didn't get the jump he wanted from second heading to third base and had plenty of time to make that throw to Washawn.
What were you saying about Sirk?
So Sirk moved out from right field. Cale Gary goes out in his
Sirk
place.
out?
Sirk is out. Yes.
Okay, I just didn't see him move. I was like, where'd he go? Because I'm looking at the rest of the positions, like, what? Where is he?
They opened that door in center field again.
He's a rover.
They opened the door in center field again. He just left.
0-1 count at the plate. Ashton Baltzer. And the 0-1 misses outside. It's a 1-1 count. Much more manageable situation for Yankton now. Just one play can really change things. Good heads-up baseball from Beck-Reichen earlier.
Yeah, let you breathe a little more out there. Your chest isn't in quite as tight of a vice grip.
And low pitch, but they're going to possibly get the runner that was taken off for second. Good arm from Gavin Johnson. The tag over at first. Feezer tags him. Yankton gets out of it here in the bottom of the 7th. Great defensive baseball for Yankton, capitalizing on some running mishaps or just unfortunate situations for Sioux Falls Jefferson. We go into extra innings, still knotted up at 2 here in the quarterfinals. That scoreboard update is brought to you by SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab. We'll be back in 1 minute. Looking for the perfect place to get together with friends and family, watch the game, and enjoy some of the best wings in town? Make plans to visit Checkers Sports Bar and Grill. Whether it's baseball, hockey highlights, or any other sport, your game day cravings are covered. Enjoy the action while you dig into mouth-watering wings, juicy burgers, and stacked sandwiches. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Checkers Sports Bar and Grill is Yankton's favorite spot for food, friends, and sports. Your game days belong at Checkers.
Want to save on Yankton or Mount Marty fan gear? Well, JJ Benji's can help with that with their spring closeout sale going on now. Save 30 to 50% on almost everything in the store. T-shirts, long sleeve tees, polos, sweatshirts, quarter zips, hoodies, and caps. If it's a Buck, Gazelle, or Lancer piece of clothing, it's going to be 30 to 50% off. JJ Benji's spring closeout sale going on now. JJ Benji's 201 Pine Street. They make you look good.
All right, welcome back into the Birdcage. We're in extra innings. Why not? As it will be Gavin Johnson to lead us off here in the top of the 8th.
That's a town in Nebraska, Bryce.
What? Top of the 8th?
Why not? Anyway.
And first pitch to Johnson misses high. It's a 1-0 count. As Coach Trey Creer sprinting out toward his first base coaching box. Look at that form. And the 1-0. Called strike outside. It's a 1-1 count.
Something to keep an eye on here. And James Sembrick of the Yankton Press and Dakota, who's up in the suite with us here today, caught it that Sam Goki was actually taking some practice swings. He's due up third, so whatever happened that took him out of the field, it looks like he's going to be allowed to re-enter to hit.
Or at least he's politicking to be able to do so. 1-2 counts. That one's sent foul.
Listen, I don't know if you know, but I'm the Class A player of the year.
just use it. You just got it, so why not use it? You know. Do you know who you're talking to? And it's a 1-2 count to Gavin Johnson. And Johnson lifts this one high in the sky, and no play made on it. It's right out of play on top of the Sioux Falls Jefferson dugout. 1-2 count remains.
Seeing a couple umbrellas come out down there, so I think the sprinkles are back. Kind of been off and on in the last couple minutes here.
Count is at 2-2. And pitch misses low and away. Make that count. Wait, did they accidentally put 2 balls up there? Yeah, I think they did. Because I thought it was 1-2, and I thought I was wrong. So it's 2-2 now. Come on, scoreboard.
No, they just saw the future.
Yeah. The 2-2. Check swing. Appeal. Went around. So Gavin Johnson set down on strikes. And that brings up Matthew Sheldon. A fly out to right, a walk, and an RBI single in the game.
It's a big punch out there for Kyler Boyd on the mound to sit down the leadoff hitter, and then a dangerous hitter in Matthew Sheldon, but no one on base for him to bring around.
You know, Boyd shaking off a couple signs, and now we'll deliver to Sheldon. Call strike outside corner.
It is Sam Goki in the on-deck circle, so it looks like we will see him hit this half inning.
It's a decoy. And pitch to Sheldon. Call strike outside corner. 0-2.
Sheldon being patient, looking for a pitch he wants, but now down 0-2 in the count. He's got to choke up and protect a little bit.
He wants that home run pitch. And Boyd delivers. And Sheldon fouls this one straight back into the stands in front of us here. Count remains.
Did mention earlier about Harrisburg's team sitting behind home plate doing some scouting. They have left that area now. That would have been right back at them. Maybe a message being sent early on if they were here. Who knows?
The 0-2 breaking ball. This one sent foul in front of us here, about 8 rows in front of us. Count still 0-2. Go get it, Brayden.
Yeah, I'll hop on down there.
So Matthew Sheldon protecting the plate here in this at-bat. 0-2 part 3. Misses high. Count now 1-2 to Sheldon.
Boyd still hitting in the 80s, but not as fast as we saw from Salonen early on, who touched 90, I believe, a couple times early on, at least once for sure.
The 1-2 to Matthew Sheldon. Sheldon hits this one hard out towards center field, going back for it. Good road, but kind of dies in the air here. And as you mentioned before, it's 4-10 dead center, as that is now the second out. And I think I'm used to a ball being hit that hard to possibly having a chance at Riverside, but here, No way.
Yeah, you get the tape measure out on that one. It's 355 to center at Riverside. That would have, at the absolute worst, been warning track.
Yeah, at least warning track. But this one, I got excited. Just 50 feet in front of it. It's all right. But it is like just a very exciting out number 2. And that will bring up Sam Goki, who, as you mentioned before, is hitting. He left the game defensively. Maybe his way to get in the box. Like, yeah, my shoulder kind of hurts, but these hips are all right.
Calm down, Shakira. The hips don't lie.
And the 1-0. Make that 2-0 to Goki.
Goki,
Class A Player of the Year.
And congratulations to him. The only junior that was a finalist, and he'll have a chance to defend it next year. He is 0 for 3 on the day, however. Trying to change that fortune and the Bucks' fortunes here.
2-0. Reaches in front of that one, swings ahead. It's a 2-1 count. And dribbler over toward third. Up with it. Kenzie, the throw out in time. 5-3 put out. Ends the Yankton extra innings here. And then we go to the bottom half of inning number 8. And the inning breaks are brought to you by Rise Fuel. Knotted up at 2. We'll be back in 1 minute.
I'm Colby Cookta, one of your Yankton Edward Jones financial advisors. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles on KYNT.
Call 605-653-4860 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs.
I'm Colby Cookta, financial advisor, Edward Jones Yankton, member SIPC.
I'm Nick Shudak. I'm the Dean of Undergraduate Studies at Mount Marty University. We have a ton of scholarships, right? We mitigate tuition through our scholarships. The monastery is very generous in terms of some of the scholarships that are available to students. We do everything we can to make sure that we're an affordable, private, mission-driven institution, and our affordability is pretty comparable to many state institutions.
Start your journey at Mount Marty University. Schedule a tour online at mountmarty.edu. Mount Marty, where great futures begin.
Trying to throw me off, Brayden. More fielding adjustments. Mark Cottle now at third. Rashad moves back to short. Bestie back to second base as we begin the bottom half of inning number 8. Extra innings here in the Class A quarterfinal matchup. And that will bring up... Where did I leave off on here? Well, that will bring up... Wait, did Alshin... Who is this?
Oh, this is a pinch hitter. It's
for Jacobson.
Noah
right?
Graybo, yeah.
For Jacobson. Okay. So, Noah Graybo. Over toward third. Cottle, a diving stop, throw over, and there you go. When you just need a defensive stop in the field, it's Mark Cottle.
I do want to apologize. I lied to you. That was for Boutzer, the designated hitter Graybo was hitting for. Jacobson was on the on-deck circle. I told you wrong. Sold you a false bill of goods.
Fine you for that.
Good luck with that.
I'm going to collect.
That won't hold up in court.
Noah Graybo. That's a 5-3 put out. And that brings up Brody Jacobson. Beckreichen still dealing on the mound. Curveball misses inside. It's a 1-0 count.
Another thing with Cottle being out in the field, it also eliminates a lot of major shifting if perhaps you want him to come in and pitch. He just straight swap with Reichen is on the table there.
Yeah, makes sense. And a 2-0 count now.
But right now, Cottle is in the position of Goki, and Goki burned his re-entry, so his day is officially done, I believe, unless there's another part of the rule that I'm not fully understanding.
There's always in the rule book, there's always like a subsection C or something like that, and even finer print. 2-size font. And the 2-1 hit hard out toward left. It's going back. Sager chasing it, and off the wall for Sioux Falls Jefferson. Rounding first into a second is Jacobson. And Yankton luckily kept that one in the park. That was almost a walk-off home run from Brody Jacobson. But there is one out, and the winning run is now on second base.
That is skin of the teeth off that left field wall. Was maybe a foot higher, it would have been gone. We'd be singing the end of the season for the Bucks. So sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good, and then maybe a little luck factoring in there, keeping that ball in the park. Well hit by Jacobson.
Kason Mediger at the plate for Sioux Falls Jefferson. Beck Reichen still on the mound, as I think I see Coach Drew Lawrence talking to a lot of coaches right here, trying to get their opinions on some possible changes.
And they're going to get an intentional walk here.
So that's what they were talking about, intentionally walking Kason Mediger, and that is strictly telling you to set up a possible double play. And that will bring up Noah Kenzie. 4-6-3 double play for him, a walk and a reach on air today.
At this point, it doesn't really matter how many guys are on base. Only one gets home. Whether first base is open or closed.
That's true.
Doesn't affect anything for Yankton.
And the pitch to Kenzie. Kenzie, foul ball down the left field line. Oh boy, that was close. I do think it was foul, but man, oh man, Brayden. Everyone, a collective gasp.
It's been used in every sport that's ever been invented. A game of inches. And we've seen that twice now for Sioux Falls Jefferson. If that hit from Jacobson's a little higher, if that hit is a little more inside the line, maybe a couple inches to the right, this game's over.
And the 0-1 to Kenzie. And a call strike on the outside, 0-2. Look what they've done to my scorebook. Look at this. Just look.
It is unfortunate that one of these teams has to lose this game and go home for all of, in Yankton's case, I know for a fact if they were to go home today, all of about 5 days before they start Legion.
And a bouncer over to Easton Fieser. He knows the double play is not there. He'll get the out at first. And so now the Woody run on third. Runners at first and second, but as you mentioned, it really doesn't matter. But here we go, 2 outs. And it all comes down to the batter now. And that batter being Mason Payne.
It looks like we're going to get a mound visit here too, Bryce. Might see a switch being made. I don't know. Or if maybe Drew Lawrence just wants to settle in.
It's one of his Yoda talks.
Use the force you must. Throw the ball well, you will.
Well, this is what you expect at the state tournament. You know, there's going to be some blowout games because that's, that's going to happen. I mean, it wasn't a blowout. Harrisburg didn't blow out Watertown, but it was a convincing win.
It was a late inning surge. It was a 2-run game heading into the bottom of the 6th inning. It was just kind of blew the door open, yeah.
And then you're going to have games like this, going to extra innings and lower scoring and just tension everywhere. But Mason Payne can be the hero, or Beck Reichen can be the hero and give Yankton another crack at the plate. First pitch to Mason Payne. Excuse me. Payne delivering from Beck Reichen, and Sioux Falls Jefferson will go to the state semifinals. A walk-off single out toward right field for Mason Payne will end the Yankton Bucks season, but Sioux Falls Jefferson walks it off over Yankton here in the quarterfinals in extra innings in the bottom half of inning number 8. So we'll talk about it coming up in the post game. Obviously, you can feel the disappointment, and Jefferson crowd, rightfully so, very happy for the Cavaliers, but a very somber end for the Yankton Bucks season here at the Birdcage in Sioux Falls. We'll give it some time. We'll come back and talk about it right here on KYNT and audio simulcasting on KYNTV.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966, and with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
If you've been suffering from chronic pain or a recent injury, check us out, Lane, Reed, and Cole Sawatsky at SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab.
We offer a wide variety of treatments and techniques, including dry needling, cupping, chiropractic adjustments, and sports rehabilitation.
Our mission is to ensure an individualized and efficient treatment plan to get you back on your feet.
From ankle sprains and sports injuries to neck pain and headaches, we've got your back.
Give us a call or book an appointment on our website. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy.
Now located on Summit Street across from the high school.
Sherco, the industry leader in tarping, has done it again with the release of the all-new Sherlock E-Series electric tarp. The E-Series features fully assembled front and rear arms, a pre-wired sealed control box, and Sherco's exclusive SmartWire sealed harness for quick and easy installation. Operate the E-Series with the SureLink EZR remote or by your smartphone using the SureLink app. Add more time to your day with the Sherlock E-Series. To learn more, contact your authorized Sherco distributor or find us at Sherco.com. Demand the best. Demand Sherco.
Here's the deal, renters. When you combine State Farm auto and renter's insurance, you can save an average of $642. You heard me. So you get the right coverage for your car and stuff at the right price for you. State Farm agent Rhonda Westland and her team are ready to help you combine auto and renter's insurance and save. Call 605-665-4411 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Average annual per household savings based on a 2019 national survey by State Farm of new policyholders who reported savings by switching to State Farm.
Have aches and pains taken you out of your game? At First Chiropractic Centers, we have been helping people get back into their game for nearly 40 years. Whether your game is sports related or it looks more like gardening, household chores, exercising, or just daily life, if your pain is preventing you from enjoying or participating in your chosen activity, we can help. With offices in Yankton, Hardington, Tyndall, and Wagner. First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
Don't you just love being pressured into buying something? Of course not. I don't either. This is Jamie from Larry's Heating and Cooling. Pushing you to buy is something we haven't done in our 44 years of being in business. Instead, we prefer offering you an honest, free, no obligation assessment of your heating and cooling system. And if needed, we'll quote you a fair price for repair or replacement. Don't like being pressured? Then call Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion.
Champions aren't just made on game day. They're built through every practice, every sprint, and every moment of hard work. When the pressure's on, you need to be at your best, and that starts with staying hydrated. Prime Hydration is packed with electrolytes, great flavor, and no added junk, helping you push harder, recover faster, and stay ahead of the competition. Whether you're on the court, the field, or training for the next big game, Prime keeps you fueled and ready. Don't just play, dominate. Stay hydrated with Prime.
Are fine lines and wrinkles making you feel less confident? Imagine a smoother, more radiant you in just one visit. The solution? Botox. Dr. Elwood at Elwood Family Dental Care is trained and experienced in providing cosmetic Botox to reduce fine lines in the facial region. Say goodbye to frown lines, crow's feet, and forehead wrinkles, and rediscover your natural beauty with safe and effective Botox treatment. Contact Elwood Family Dental Care today to schedule a consultation and see if you're a good candidate.
All right, welcome into the post-game report brought to you by the Move Group. Are you buying or selling? Move with Mason and the Move Group. Browse listings at themovegroup.com. Yankton falls to Sioux Falls Jefferson 3-2 here in the Class A quarterfinals. And a tough loss for Yankton in extra innings. Just going toe-to-toe with one of the best teams in the state, as Yankton is as well. And it's, right after Brayden. It's a somber note, but I think even given a couple hours, you're going to be like, well, what a season for Yankton, And now the benefit, as we had mentioned before, yes, the South Dakota High School Baseball Association season is done for Yankton now, but they can look forward to, in a very short time span, turning the page into the summer season into American Legion Baseball.
And Legion Ball is always fun. I know you don't want to look too far ahead, but the state tournament, they're a little different format, double a limb instead of single a limb. So I think, in that style of format, Yankton's pitching depth's really going to help them. You got a whole season to play before then, so don't put the cart before the horse. But, you get into that Legion season, you cut down on guys getting double booked. We saw it with Evan Sirk and Trey Sager a lot this year of also running track. I think Sager threw javelin. I obviously know Sirk's a very fast guy running.
Yeah, this is all track's fault.
Yeah.
Joking.
Just kidding. If you're a track athlete, a track parent, or head coach Jeff Gross,
that was Brayden.
We're just kidding. Obviously not me, but no. I mean, you cut down on some of those double bookings, guys. You also cut school out of the mix. The school is obviously important, but that takes a lot out of a guy's day too. Now, this is pure baseball once you get to the summer season, as they say. All these guys are focused on is ball before either they're continuing their high school careers next fall, or for the case of some of these guys, moving on to the college level or into adult life.
All right, let's get into our stat recap brought to you by Mayor Signs. If it's time to review the look of your business's signage, let Mayor Signs help. They offer all types of signs, including lit, non-lit, digital, and much more. Contact Mayor Signs today on 4th and Broadway in Yankton. Brayden.
We'll start with the final stat line for the victorious Sioux Falls Jefferson Cavaliers. Brody Jacobson goes 2 for 4 with a run scored. The winning run of the game, I believe it ended up being. Kason Mediger went 1 for 3 with a walk. 0 for 3 with a run scored and a walk for Noah Kenzie. Mason Payne goes 2 for 4, a run scored and an RBI, driving in the winning run. Carson Hughes goes 2 for 3. Boston Bryant goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBI and a strikeout. Caleb Goodroad 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Jackson Dunn 0 for 3. Ashton Baltzer 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And then Noah Grabo in relief of Baltzer. Pinch hit there late 0 for 1 for him. As a team, 3 runs on 9 hits, 3 runs driven in, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts for Sioux Falls Jefferson. On the mound for the Cavaliers today, Everett Solonen got the start on the mound, went 5 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts, did not factor into the decision. Kyler Boyd gets credited with the win. No hits over 3 innings of relief, 4 strikeouts, no walks issued either for Boyd. As for the Yankton Bucks, Gavin Johnson went 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Matthew Sheldon 1 for 3 with an RBI and a walk. Carter Boomsma came in to courtesy run for Sheldon, but didn't record any hitting stats. Sam Goki goes 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Brennan Gilmore and Mark Cottle both came in relief of Goki at different times out in the field, but neither of them recorded an at-bat. Owen Washon goes 0 for 2 with a walk. Easton Feeser finishes 1 for 3 with an RBI. Trey Sager finishes 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Tate Bestie 0 for 2 with a walk. Evan Cirk 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Cale Gary came in and played in right field for Cirk but did not record an at-bat. And Beck Reichen finished 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. 2 RBIs today were from Matthew Sheldon and Easton Feeser. On the mound for Yankton, Sam Goki goes 5 innings, allows 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. And Beck Reichen, unfortunate that he gets credited with the loss, but goes 2 2/3, gives up 3 hits, 1 run. That lone run was earned, and it was the game winner. Issued 1 walk, no strikeouts. As a team, Yankton had 2 hits, 2 runs, 4 walks, and 11 strikeouts, and on the mound gave up 9 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Goki threw 59 pitches, 41 for strikes. Reichen threw 25 pitches, 18 for strikes. That's your stat recap for both squads.
All right, thank you, Brayden. Let's get into our offensive player of the game, or defensive player of the game, brought to you by Olson's Pest Technicians. Your residential and commercial pest control solution. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS. It's going to be Beck Reichen just based on 1 or 2. I don't know. He had just had the heads-up play throwing. Yeah, he had the heads-up play throwing over to third. He had one where he had to cover first, and he nabbed that one. Just heads-up baseball.
Yeah, heads-up baseball. Comes in, pitches really well in relief, does a great job at third base before that. He was all over the ballpark today, and like I said, it's unfortunate that he ends up getting credited with the loss. It's unfortunate that any player gets credited with a loss. Every pitcher that came in today pitched a great game, could have been enough to win any given day of the week. Unfortunately, today, Yankton falls short against Sioux Falls Jefferson. Reichen more than deserving for his play on out in the field and on the rubber.
Offensive player of the game brought to you by Hy-Vee, with a helpful smile in every aisle.
You know, there's 2 runs driven in today for Yankton, 1 from Matthew Sheldon and 1 from Easton Feeser. I'm going to go with Matthew Sheldon. He also drew a walk in his 4 trips to the plate. So finishes 1 for 3, drives in a run, draws a walk, was able to do a little bit out there at the plate. It was a day where Yankton faced 2 really good pitchers from Sioux Falls Jefferson between Kyler Boyd and Everett Solonen. So unfortunately for Yankton, bats were held in check for the most part, but I think Matthew Sheldon had a really good day today, and Easton Feeser got to give him credit as well for his RBI, but Sheldon will get your offensive player of the game.
All right, thank you, Brayden. And we'll go ahead and take a break. Hopefully we get Coach Drew Lawrence up here. If we don't, then it's understandable. But we'll like to speak to him in the post game, but he also has to find us. So he has an obstacle in front of him. And so we'll take a break. If he's not here when we come back, we'll go ahead and get into your schedule preview. I'll go ahead and preview that preview. It's going to be up with the Legion season. But that's all around the corner here on KYNT.
South Dakota football and volleyball season tickets are available now. The Coyote football team reached new heights in 2024, totaling 11 wins and earning an appearance in the FCS playoff semifinals.
Bauman fires deep, got a man open. It's Jack Martins. He's got it. He's in. Touchdown, South Dakota.
Volleyball continued their tradition of success, appearing in their 5th NCAA tournament. Join the fun and secure your seats at goyotes.com.
Ever have one of those days? Your car breaks down. Your dog decides your couch is a chew toy. And, oh yeah, a tree falls on your roof. Don't worry, Missouri River Associates has you covered. Auto, home, pet mishaps, we're here for all of life's little oops moments. Call 665-6885 for your free quote. Because life happens, and we're ready for it.
The thought of moving can be overwhelming. This is Deb Speck with Vision Real Estate, and with 20 years of experience, I know how to make the process less stressful. The market is just heating up, so if you're thinking of buying or selling, call me and we'll talk about the whole process. And when you're ready, I'll guide you every step of the way. Call me, Deb Speck, with Vision Real Estate, 605-664-5555.
Traveling to Yankton for business or pleasure? Then book your stay at Yankton's two best hotels, the Fairfield by Marriott and Holiday Inn Express. Both are conveniently located to everything in Yankton. Both offer complimentary hot breakfast and meeting rooms for business travelers. And if you want a great rate with flexible reservation changes, call either hotel direct. The Fairfield by Marriott and Holiday Inn Express, two great hotel choices when visiting or arranging rooms for guests to Yankton.
Get it cleaned with Buell's.
Dress shirts, suits, dresses, coats. At Buell's, they specialize in dry cleaning and pressing. You can pick it up or even have it delivered.
Got a tough stain you're worried about getting out? Leave it to Buell's. They're experts in getting out those nasty stains.
Do you wash your own comforter? If you really want it clean, let Buell's do it. Their large-size washers are perfect for comforters.
If you need it clean, take it to Buell's. 444 West 3rd, Yankton.
Moody Motors in Niobrara is here to help with all of your automotive needs. Whether that means getting you into a nicer vehicle, servicing or repairing your current vehicle, or any auto body or glass replacement needs. If you are in the market for a nicer vehicle, we finance all new and used vehicles with very low interest rates. Moody Motors in Niobrara, your one-stop vehicle shop. View our inventory online at moodymotor.com.
You're in the mood for Moody.
Boston Shoes to Boots is your locally owned family shoe store located in downtown Yankton on Cedar Street. We offer the service and quality product to fit the whole family. Whether you're in the market for athletics, dress, casual, or work, come shop with us 6 days a week or shop online all the time at bostonshoestoboots.com. Try out our foot scanner and get fitted for insoles. Happy feet keep you healthy and on the move. Boston Shoes to Boots is proud to support Yankton High School athletics.
Looking for a reason to build a new home in Yankton? Well, we have lots. I mean Garden Estates lots. Garden Estates is a new home development on the west side of Yankton. We have 89 lots available starting at $36,500. These lots are perfect for the first-time home buyer, younger families, or retirees. Yankton is a great place to build, and Garden Estates is the location to build your new home. For more information on Garden Estates housing development, go to yanktonsd.com.
All right, welcome back into the Birdcage and our post-game report brought to you by the Move Group. Time for our post-game coach interview. And that is brought to you by Rhonda Westland, State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. And just a good timing. Coach Drew Lawrence joins us here in the broadcast booth. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, you bet.
Obviously, Coach, it's no matter how it happens, lost end of the season, only one team can have a win to end the season, ultimately. But toe-to-toe effort with Sioux Falls Jefferson, just like the regular season. And an excellent game, get them into extras, all here at the Birdcage. And it's kind of opening thoughts from you.
Yeah, it's tough. Players are pretty upset, as they should be. We played really well. We competed just like I said we would. They gave it everything they had. We had so many guys that contributed that game off the bench and, that hadn't played a ton, and we had to do some things differently. So usually the team that bats last there wins that game. So, it just wasn't our day.
Yeah, well, some good fielding from Yankton. There was a couple of plays there where Yankton was able to prevent runs from coming in. Beck Reichen heads up play throwing over to third with Sean, I believe, was there with the tag. Just plays like that really just symbolic of the way Yankton's play baseball all year. We always talk about base running, but you always make sure you bring up fielding too, as I should probably before. Just excellent fielding from Yankton, just heads up baseball.
Yeah, we did so good defensively, cut them off a couple times. When they made mistakes, and we were really good defensively like we have been all year. Our pitching was really good like it has been all year. We had to we slid Cottle over there at third. He made an unbelievable play. Gilmore goes to second. He comes in, does a really good job. We had to put Gary in the outfield for throwing. But yeah, there were some really good plays there we made defensively.
Yeah, my defensive adjustments on my sheet here just going crazy. But.
Yeah, it was a lot. We were moving a lot of things around. Samuel's shoulder hurt, so we wanted to get him out of the game, and that resulted in a lot of moving parts.
All right, well, speaking of Samuel, a pretty nice start on the mound for him, and then Beck Reichen, a really nice job coming in relief. Just kind of talk about their performances starting, and then after that, talk about Sam Goki. Kind of a big honor for him right before the game.
Yeah, Samuel and Beck did, what they have been doing all year.
Sure.
We were gonna live or die with those guys. Like they had gotten us here. They had gotten us very far so far this year. So those are the two guys we wanted. And we were in a good position. We went with Samuel, and then we got to the third time through the order, and then went with Beck. So we felt really confident. We felt really good. We knew they weren't. If they were going to score, we knew it was going to be the way that they did. Late, base hit to the right side, but. They did what we've asked them to do all year. So those guys are warriors out there. And then, Samuel got a nice award for his season this year, Player of the Year, which is great. He earned it. He earned every bit of it. Phenomenal.
Did he know about it before it was announced?
I did let him know yesterday just because I didn't want him to get surprised with it before he was pitching. So he knew. Not only is he a good baseball player, but he's probably a better kid. And I can say that about pretty much all of our kids. So,
sure. Well, speaking of the kids, obviously, usually when a season ends for a sport, you talk about the seniors and everything. But, these guys, you're expecting them back, right, for the Legion season in just a couple weeks.
Yeah, we just reload. We don't everyone who's on this team is going to be on the team for the summer, and we add a couple pieces here and there. And so we're ready to go.
All right. Coach, congratulations on a successful high school baseball season, and we'll turn the page, and thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
All right, that was Coach Drew Lawrence. We'll take a break, come back, and continue here on the postgame report.
Spring is the perfect time of year to start upgrading your home, and what better place to start than with your garage doors. This is Cody Miles, owner of Upper Midwest Garage Door. We offer a wide variety of American-made, unique Clopay garage doors, free in-home consultations, a digital preview of the new garage doors on your home, and the expert small-town service you deserve. Home improvement season is here. Get started today with your local independent Clopay dealer. Give us a call, stop by, or learn more at uppermidwestgaragedoor.com.
It's never a good time to find yourself stuck on the side of the road. When you do, call Gary's Towing, your trusted family-owned towing service, serving the Yankton area for over 50 years. Whether it's light, medium, or heavy towing, they've got the right equipment and the experience to get you back on the road fast. Day or night, call Gary, Mike, or Mason, 665-4351. Gary's Towing, where experience means reliability.
Looking for your next leadership opportunity? Parker is looking for a second shift value stream team supervisor. If you've got leadership skills, manufacturing experience, and a drive to improve processes, this is your shot. Parker offers paid vacation and sick leave, 13 paid holidays, medical, dental, vision, supplemental, and paid life insurance. Guaranteed profit sharing and a fully matched 401k up to 5%, fully vested on day one. Plus, a company paid retirement income account. Apply today at parker.com/careers.
Parker.
Parker, engineering your success.
Buying a home isn't just about real estate. It's about investing in yourself. At the Move Group, we believe the best time to buy is when it makes sense for you. Our expert agents put people before transactions, meaning we listen first, provide honest guidance, and help you make a confident decision. No pressure, no gimmicks. Markets change, but the right home is about more than just numbers. It's about finding the right fit for your life and your future. When you're ready, we're here to help. Contact the Move Group today.
All right, welcome back into the post-game report. Bryce Ladwig alongside Brayden Butler, who decided to join us again.
Oh, you didn't even unmute me either. Oh, I need another headset for Coach, and, I took a walk in the rain. It's fine.
There you go. All right, so let's see into the Yankton Bucks high school baseball season. Your schedule preview brought to you by Parker Hanfin of Yankton. Look ahead to a brighter future with a new career at Parker of Yankton. All benefits begin day one. Learn more at Parker.com. Parker, engineering your success. And that's going to be, I believe it's Harrisburg, Brayden, the next game for Yankton.
Out of the frying pan and into the fire, Bryce.
Yeah, but it's a little farther away than it was going to be. It was going to be Dakota Valley on the 29th doubleheader, but that is canceled. And I didn't get an actual reason for Coach Drew Lawrence, but I told him that they're afraid. But he's like, well, they're in the Class B tournament. I was like, I don't know. What do you want me to tell you?
The Class B tournament.
I don't know.
Now the reasons make sense.
No, but Harrisburg on June 1st, so we'll get officially turn the calendar as we turn the.
Is that Harrisburg gold or maroon, or are they combined
blue
again this year? Oh,
yeah.
Really? New one.
Harrisburg blue. Harrisburg blue-green. So
none of those colors are in Harrisburg's color scheme, but we're going to allow it.
Let me see. I don't have it on here, so you're just going to have to.
One of the Harrisburgs.
Yeah, one of the Harrisburgs. So, folks, gold, maroon, you'll find out the day of, as I will probably also find out.
You'll find out
the day before as a prepping. So
you'll find out when we show up.
Exactly. But that will be on June 1st. We'll be on KYNT and KYNTV. It'll be myself and Brayden Butler if he still has a job. And we will
be there. A promise.
Threat or promise. Well, looking forward to having you join us for the Legion season as well. But really, I just want to thank everyone for joining us for the high school baseball season. And in a weird way, so we do all football home and away, basketball home and away, right? We do some volleyball home, soccer, all home and some away. But baseball, we pretty much just do home, but somehow we end up covering more games than like all the other ones, just because of the double headers and the frequency of games. So it really feels like a milestone when the high school season ends.
Yeah, it's been another fun high school season, and in a way, this. I don't know why it feels so different. Maybe it's because of the governing body or just how everything operates, but it feels like for a couple months during the Legion season, like this is the end of our high school sports coverage, even though these are literally the same kids that are going to be playing in a week's time in the Legion season. But it's nice to turn the page again, turn a new leaf, and with high school sports in general kind of wrapping up, with girls golf wrapping up soon, with tennis wrapping up soon, or wrapping up today for the boys, and the state tournament track next week. Like, this is the end of the high school season, and
I have a theory.
Legion Ball is going to be the only show in town here soon.
But I do have a theory as to why. It'll make sense why it's in your head, right? Because a lot of these teams are still using their school's mascot. Mm-hmm. When we get to Legion, it all changes.
Oh yeah, no, everybody's a post number now.
Yep. So no more, Aberdeen Eagles. Now it's post 24.
It's are they Smitty's Legion out in Aberdeen too? Mm-hmm. It's like that's even more. Like they drop the Aberdeen from their Smitties, and it's fun though, and you see a lot of these guys. Like you're going to see these teams under different names, as you mentioned. One other big one, a team that's could make some noise in this tournament, depending on how they do tonight. And O'Gorman, you're going to see them under the banner of Renner in the Legion season. Basically the same guys. These guys play all summer long, but teams change, colors sometimes change, but the game itself is the same. These are great athletes here in the state of South Dakota.
No, absolutely, and. Again, I want to thank everyone for joining us as the rain is starting to pour down and get on my equipment, so we're going to go. But thanks to Ginger Lesher, our KYNT studio producer.